Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, it is time for
Trans.
Trans. Today is Trans Day of Visibility. You know what that means? It
Yay.
means you can see trans people.
Oh god, oh no! I don't have any clothes on, oh no!
Oh
I'm so
no!
exposed.
So today we're going to be doing a fun little stream. Let me go ahead and show the screen off. Boom. Duke is going to be drawing while we do stuff. While I answer a bunch of trans questions. So for those who are unaware, I started up. This is an AMA stream. We're going to be answering a bunch of questions regarding trans community, trans folks, questions, transitioning, whatever. Anything that starts with transparent, transaction, transportation. We're answering it. But yeah, so Duke's going to be drawing in the background while we do that. And I think I'm pretty much just gonna get started here, but before we do that, little bit of basic housekeeping stuff. So this stream is gonna be just a teensy bit not safe for work at times. At times, depending on the questions that we received, because I want the stream first and foremost to be about making sure people are able to get the answers to questions that are kind of hard to get the answers to, or just like like questions that are uncommon, very specific stuff. And sometimes that's not safe for work stuff, because at the end of the day, as much as being trans is not an inherently sexual thing, there are definitely some stuff that is not safe for work. Like sometimes you cut your penis off.
Just sometimes.
Just sometimes.
It's not an everyday occurrence,
But yeah, so there may be some not safe for questions, so keep that in mind. As well, if you would like to ask questions during the stream, I will get to them after I finish the ones that I have on backlog here, but you can type !ask in chat, and it'll bring up a link to my Curious Cat, and you can go ahead and add some questions in there if you want.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw! And then, as per usual, donations are still very much appreciated. I'm going full-time streaming now, so if you got some money to spare, you want to shoot it my way and you're interested in supporting me, you can go ahead and scroll down if you're on desktop, or if you're on mobile, you can go to my profile and hit the info tab and scroll down from there, and there's a little donation button. Any donation over $1 will pop up on screen, and I'll read it out, and it'll make me big smile, and it'll help me afford groceries and rent and stuff. Yeah, I think that's everything. Happy Trans Day of Visibility. Hey,
Happy Trans Day of Visibility.
everybody, I got a secret to tell you.
What?
I'm transgender.
What?
Yup.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
I'm transgender, and it's Trans Day of Visibility. I don't talk about being trans super often. It's I sometimes it comes up in conversation, but I don't really talk about it like a dedicated topic very often. And that is because I don't necessarily want it to be like the first thing people think about when they think of me. It is it's a fact, but it's also just it's not the main thing, right? Most important, to me is that yeah, I'm trans, but I'm Sophie before I'm trans. You know what I mean? However, today is a little different, because today is Trans Day of Visibility, so it's all about being trans, baby. I'm talking about it. This is your hot time to hear all about my trans experience. Hot time to ask questions about being trans, because I think I technically count as an elder trans at this point. I've been on hormones for I want to say like nearly 2 years now, like 1 year and 3/4 about.
Wow.
And like I'm up there. I'm dang up there. So I got the info. Today we stand trans.
Woohoo.
Hell yeah. But yeah, I think we're good to go. Good to get started. Hell yeah. And then this is just gonna be Duke drawn in the background during it. Okay. So let me crack open these questions. I've got 43 on backlog right now. So the first question, these are all anonymous, by the way. The first question asks, do you have any voice training tips? I do. So voice training is not something that I have spent a very large amount of time on. It's definitely something that I've dabbled in, but I haven't spent a whole lot of dedicated energy and time focusing exclusively on that. But when I was looking into it, main things that sort of you got to focus on for voice training is it's a mixture of a lot of things. Like the way you talk is more important than you might think. When I say the way, I mean like your vocal intonations. You know, like I don't know how I can't give you specifics, but it's more obviously you want to make your voice lighter, but there are also ways to talk that are more feminine, but you don't need to do that. I want to right off the bat say you don't need to do voice training. Every trans woman's voice is beautiful, but I also know that it can help with a lot of dysphoria. Another big thing for voice training is you want the reverberation of your voice to not be in your chest. You want it to be up in your nose, if possible. It's you want to talk through your head voice. It's called. If I know, yeah, speaking patterns. That's it. DK Nightline. Yeah, the cadence. But anyways, so more masculine voices are typically they're a little more rattly in the chest, and you can actually, if you press your hand to your chest, you can feel it rattle. If you're talking lower, and a good way to just sort of practice raising your voice is to try bringing that voice out of your head and just trying to talk without your chest vibrating. Another thing is keeping your mouth shape smaller. I can't give examples on this because it's a very complicated thing, but I have actually I have like a document that goes into all this in detail. Because I'm just sort of skimming through it, but it goes through everything and it explains how to shape your voice and how to make sounds, make your mouth smaller, which typically brings a more feminine sound to it. That being said, I need to stress this so much: every single fucking goddamn trans woman has a beautiful voice.
It's true.
It's fucking true. And every trans dude out there, your voice is hella rad. I don't know. What's like a masculine term for good?
I don't know.
It's good.
Fucking awesome.
It's fucking awesome.
Fuck you.
And like voice dysphoria for me is one of my biggest like dysphoria causes. One of my biggest dysphoria triggers. Thank you for the host, Monty Island. It's real bad for me, so I absolutely understand how it can be. I think it's something that comes with time. I know it can often feel like you're worried that you're never really gonna sound. This is gonna get heavy, but you're worried that you might never actually sound, like a girl. But I promise you that's not the case. You will get there. It takes a while. It takes time, but you can get there. It takes practice, but just know that you probably sound a lot better than you think you do.
It's true.
You are always going to be your own biggest critic. Anyways, I think that's good for that question. Let's move up. What was the first trans... Oh, excuse me, I got a burp. What was the first trans issue you ever heard? That's a good question. Let me think about that for a minute. First trans issue. God damn, I don't even know if I know.
Well, like, what do you define as an issue?
I think just like political, like people are talking about trans folks in the media. Or yeah, I hate to say it because this might sound a little privileged, but I don't really know if I've had a big trans issue to start out with. Like, my first introduction to trans people as a whole, I mean, obviously when I was a kid, I knew the offensive terms and stuff, but that's about it. But like when I actually was introduced to like trans people as a concept, it was in middle school, and it was just because I joined Tumblr and I met trans people, and so it didn't take me long to like understand, hey, these are just regular people. So I had a pretty nice introduction to trans folk as a concept pretty early on. I'm trying to think if there was like a big inciting thing, but I don't think there are really. I think it's yeah, I pretty much just was. I mean, like my not my first partner, my partner in middle school, uh, turned out to be a trans man, uh, and that's not an issue, but I guess that was the first time somebody I knew came out as trans. I think that might count.
Wait, you have a type? Holy shit!
Yeah, I've got a type. My big high school crush. He came out as trans. In middle school, my crush at the time came out as trans. I just
Wow,
Sophie
holy shit!
dating or crushing on trans dudes.
Darlin.
I guess that's a thing. All right, I think that's good for that. Next question is a bit of a longer one. I think the biggest barrier for me right now in my transition is clothing and makeup. I feel like I'd get gendered correctly more often if I actually knew what to do with those aspects. How do you deal with these? How much of your wardrobe changed before and after you started transition? Do you even wear makeup, or is that just natural beauty? Also, I love you and your content. Thanks. Thank you. Well, let's go in order here. So, how do I deal with clothing and makeup? Clothing has been a very slow, like very, very slow endeavor for me. When I was in early high school, I threw on a skirt one day, some Converse shoes, a kind of baggy t-shirt, and I went to school with sunglasses on so nobody had to see my eyes. And also it would hide my eyes so I could look at people and see if they were staring at me or not. That's a little tip for you, by the way. But it was a very slow process for me. Clothing is like it's very hard to get a look that fits you. I think the biggest thing for me was learning to be more confident in wearing, women's clothing. A big thing for me was I like, especially before I had started hormones, I didn't have titties, and I felt like I wasn't able to fill out a lot of, women's shirts or dresses or tops. I don't have an answer for that. Obviously anybody can wear anything and they'll look fucking rad.
Stuff a bra.
Stuff a bra if you want to. There's lots of ways you can get around that. But like, for me, it took a very long time for me to actually start wearing feminine clothes. I kind of just wore jeans and shirts for a really long time because I wasn't really confident in myself. Eventually, my confidence started building, I started wearing, excuse me, I didn't start wearing, when I went for clothes shopping, I would start to, and this is a pretty recent thing for me, keep in mind, but I would start to actually take a look at the mannequins around, and I would look at the outfits, and I would start to think, like, what would look cute together, not on me, but just on a girl. And I know it can be hard to think of yourself as a girl sometimes. I've gotten there, personally, but I still waver at times. And I know early on in a transition, it's especially difficult there. So sorry, I lost my train of thought. At the end of the day, I would say experiment, take it slow, wear clothes on, in your own home and stuff. Think about the outfit first, not how it would look on you. Also, big one on clothes, don't fucking try on clothes that are too small. It'll just spike your dysphoria, I swear to God. Always go like a size higher than you think you need, and you can go down if you have room. But holy shit, I can tell you, I went to Walmart, I put on a jean jacket that was like a size or two too small, and I was like, wow, my shoulders are the width of the Grand Canyon. That was bad. I had just a full-on like anxiety attack about that, so don't put on the too small clothes. It's bad. But yeah, a big like tip I have for easy clothes: you can never go wrong with a skirt and some thigh-high socks. That shit, mwah, that's beautiful. All right, so let me go through the things. One, you're non-op, easy peasy. Skirt hides the weenus penis. don't even have to tuck. 2, thigh-high socks and the skirt. If you get a high-waisted skirt, it'll make your hips look bigger, which is fantastic. It really, really helps for giving you a more like feminine body shape. The thigh-high socks will if you got stubbly legs or you aren't able to shave at home, it'll hide that. It's great. It's so perfect. You can also swap out the thigh-high socks for just leggings. Works just fine. As for a top to go with that, I like during the colder months, I like to do like a very light sweater. I have a pink one that I recently got. It's so nice. It's just like a light knit sweater. Thank you for the follow, Sire_if. It's really cute though, and if you pair those together, I recommend getting like an outfit or two that you just feel really good in. Like search around, mix and match. Find something that you really like and really makes you feel confident, and just wear that all the fucking time. I wear like the same couple outfits every single day. During the summer, I wore like the same 2 outfits the entire time because I just felt good in them. It's very good. As for makeup, I've totally kind of skipped past that. Unfortunately, I don't wear makeup. I touch my face way too often. It would just be a bad time, so I don't wear makeup. I have considered it, but like I would never wear it, I don't think, on a day-to-day basis. It's just, like I said, I touch my face a lot. I'm very sweaty. I sweat so much. So yeah. As for how my wardrobe changed before and after I started the transition, like I said, that was a very, very slow process. It wasn't until I became more confident with myself and really accepted, like, whoa, I am a girl. No asterisk at the end of that. I am a girl. That was when I was able to really start, going crazy, going ham with my outfits. But early on, I just kind of, I mixed and matched, but I mostly just wore jeans and stuff. But yeah, do you even wear makeup? Okay, so let's scooch back up. We got another one. Ooh, this is a real long one. I gotta hit read more on this one.
Ooh.
Okay. I recently got with a wonderful trans woman who's now my GF of about 2 weeks. Oh, congrats. We are in long distance, but we've been friends for more than a year, and we're already interested in seeing each other IRL. I know she's a sexually active person, but we've never talked in detail about it. Plus, I would love to be with her for a long-term relationship and hopefully have sex eventually when we're both comfortable with it. I'm fine with the standard relationship boundaries talk, but should I make a point to use or avoid any particular words or phrases during the conversation? Do I avoid saying penis in case she's uncomfortable with the word in regards to herself? Do I warn her I want to talk about sex and genitals and what she's comfortable with doing or not doing in the bedroom several days before? Should I set it up like a business meeting? I like her a lot and she's really pretty, and I don't want to cause her any dysphoria when we have this talk. But I also don't want to make her feel othered if she wants to set up parameters around having the talk itself. That's a super good question.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very good. So, being with a trans person, there is no one answer to this.
Yes.
It is very much, person to person. Right off the bat, I'm going to say don't do a business meeting.
No.
You don't want it to sound like, you don't want it to be like an awkward situation, right? It's definitely something you'll have to talk with her about. I'm not able to give you a quick answer. However, I will say this much. Until you know, because again, you'll have to ask about it. Until you know, I would say avoid like any gendered genital words. Just for safety, you don't want to, you don't want to make her uncomfortable. Another thing is, a lot of like every trans woman is different, right? Like some are a-okay with being like, yeah, check out my fucking huge cock, and others are like, if you even speak the word dingus to me, I will burst into tears. And both are extremely fucking valid. I know a lot of trans women like to use feminine genital terms. I don't know what to. They like to use pussy terms for their bits. Use they can call the head. They'll call it a clit, right? Stuff like that. So basically, you'll want to talk to her and you'll want to be like, hey, listen, I don't want to make you uncomfortable. Is there anything I should avoid? Etc., etc. Just make it an easy thing. You don't have to have several days before boning. Just like if it comes up, talk about it. It doesn't have to be a specific date you gotta talk about this. just, when the time comes, it will come. It doesn't need to be a big old thing. It'll happen over time. Just reading through the question again, make sure I'm not missing anything. But
just communication's important.
Exactly. Just communication's important. Just talk it out. No doubt she is fully aware of what she's comfortable with. And if she's not, that's something you can learn together. That's the beauty of relationships. But yeah, that's something you'll just have to, over time, you'll have to find out. But I would say, avoid certain words at first, just to make sure you're not making her uncomfortable. But I got a hack for you. I got a pro tip for you.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what the bits are, call them pretty. You got an instant win.
It's true.
It's true. Next question. Any tips on coming out to family? Ooh, boy, that's another one that's case by case. Depends on how your family is.
I mean, shit, I'm closeted.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the deal. I have an extremely loving family. I didn't really... So my family... I shouldn't say loving. That's kind of a shitty word to use in this regard. But I have a very understanding family, very accepting family. And so the thing about my family is you don't really... Nobody in our family comes out with anything. We just kind of... It's just the norm. Like, for example, if my mom came home when she was a kid with a girlfriend, she wouldn't say, "Hey, Mom, I'm gay." She would say, "Hey, this is my girlfriend." And my grandma would go, "Oh, what you want for dinner? Do you like hot dogs?" Like, it's a very quick thing. It's not a question of what's going on here. Coming out as trans is a little bit different, even in my family. Every family's different, and at the end of the day, your family's probably not going to understand to the fullest, right? It's very... People who like people who aren't invested in the trans community really don't know what's going on. A lot of the time, not always. I would say if you're gonna come out to your family, maybe talk to them ahead of time, gauge how they feel about trans folks. Bring up some, you can slyly bring up a topic and see how they react to it. At the end of the day, make sure you're safe. Do something that makes you safe. You don't have to come out if it is going to endanger you. Now, I know sometimes you do gotta come out. Like, it's just, it sucks too much to be closeted at home, and that's fucking valid. But make sure you're safe, above all else. But, I think, just talk to them, sit them down, be like, "Hey, you'll want to explain it in, like, the most clear words as possible. Because a lot of cis people seem to think, a trans person is like, oh, a guy becoming a girl, which is not how it is. You just are one. Or vice versa. And that can be troubling. And so, you gotta kind of clarify what you mean, I think, when you're coming out. But, yeah, kind of sit them down, be like, "Hey, listen, I've been thinking about this for a while," etc., etc. You tell them, and you kind of just gotta go from there. You kind of just gotta take the plunge if you're gonna do it. Mm-hmm. It's tough. It's very tough. Even with my accepting family, it was very tough for me. But I freaking believe in you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Also, for everybody saying that their parents read their messages, that sucks. And I hate that broken boundaries, and I'm so sorry.
Yeah, parents be like that sometimes.
I'm so sorry. Next question. Anonymous asks, how do you get your hair so cool? Thank you so much. I've got terrible news for you. I fucking let it die. So the thing about my hair is it's always been very curly. It's very wavy, it's very curly. If I'm in the shower and I let it get wet, it literally just turns into loops. But I don't take great care of my hair. I condition and shampoo, but, like, I only condition sometimes. The biggest thing about my hair is it's super dead right now, and it has been for a long time because when I got it dyed, the hairdressers fucked it up completely. Um, they fucked it up. It was very like gray instead of pink. It looked weird. So they had to have me come back and they were gonna, fix up the dye. But then they re-bleached my fucking hair. They bleached it a second time. And so what happened is all of my hair died. And to this day, it is super dead and just sad, and it tangles and knots super fucking easily. But here's what I do to make it look the way it does. One, since I have very naturally curly hair, I can do two hairstyles. One, I can leave it after a shower, and I let it air dry. I will pat it down and squeeze out the hair out of the shower, and then I'll use a towel to just kind of soak up some of the water. But for the most part, I'll let it air dry. I don't use a blow dryer or anything because that'll frizz it up. And I try not to frill it up too much with the towel. I mostly just let it air dry. I throw in leave-in conditioner. That makes it just so nice. Seriously, go get yourself a thing of like spray leave-in conditioner. After your shower, just spray it in there, ruffle it up. It's so good. It'll make your hair so fucking soft. Get a deep conditioner as well if you want. I haven't used one myself, but I've heard really, really, really good things about them. But yeah, so I'll let my hair dry, and then I will do one of two styles. I'll let it curl up and be all wavy, which usually looks pretty good. It's sort of my natural hair style. I don't really stick with that a lot, though, because I don't like how it makes my forehead look. The other thing I do is I will just brush it out. And when you're brushing your hair, Duke taught me this, brush from the bottom. Start from the bottom to get the knots out, because otherwise you'll just be pulling the knots downwards and they'll be really hard to get out. So start from the bottom of your hair and just kind of go up and brush through it. And then what happens is, because my hair is supposed to be very wavy and curly, but I brush all that out, it poofs outwards. And then I kind of just, chill from there, and it looks all cloudy and it looks really nice. I like it a lot. I've had the same sort of hairstyle, just at varying lengths, for like most of my life. So it just kind of is what it is. It just does its own thing. It's good. It's not healthy hair though. My God, let me tell you.
We'll work on that.
Uh-huh. Next question. How long have you been transitioning, and how long have you known you're a girl? I have been transitioning for, well, that's a complicated question. There's foundation stuff that helps with sweaty and oily skin. Oh, sick. Yeah, there's a lot of makeup stuff. Like I said, I don't have any answers for the makeup questions because I don't do makeup. But anyways, how long have I been transitioning, and how long have I known I'm a girl? I got that's a very complicated question because so okay, here's what happened. When I was in high school, I realized I was not cis. It kind of clicked for me one day. I was like, oh shit, I'm not a dude. But here's the thing. I didn't want to fucking deal with that because I was in high school. So I ID'd as non-binary for a fucking long time. Like a really long time. Like 2-3 years. And that was all fine and dandy. I did some very light experimentation with my gender identity. That was when I wore this, skirt to school for the first time. Holy shit, that sucked. People laughed at me. I had been shaving my legs for a while at that point. But I didn't, outside of that, like, I still used masculine pronouns. I presented very masculine. I used my dead name. I didn't have any, voice stuff. I didn't change much because I didn't want to deal with it. I wasn't really comfortable with myself. And a big thing about my pre-transition self is just that lack of confidence overall. I felt very small. I felt very out of control. I felt like I was just kind of floating through because I wasn't me. And I didn't recognize that for a really long time. But I wasn't being myself. I thought I was, but I wasn't. It's a real complicated time. But I was just kind of floating through. And so I didn't have the I didn't have the energy or like the idea to experiment with a lot of stuff because I I thought this is how things are. You know, I just thought, okay, I'm just like this day to day. This is how I am. But over the years, you know, I was still IDing as non-binary. I eventually was like, okay, I want to start hormones. I want a pair of fat titties. And at this point, I still, like, was using my dead name. I still was using he, him pronouns. I literally had plans at this point to just be, like, hot as hell with big old titties and feminine, but, like, but have, like, my dead name and masculine pronouns, which is a funny concept. Not funny, that's mean to say, but it's fun. But it wasn't really what I was comfortable with. It was just easier that way, I think. But, like, I didn't really, you know, it was years here, and I didn't really, you know, do anything, you know, with my gender identity. It wasn't until I actually went in to get hormones. They accepted me, I signed up. I went in there one day, and again, I was using he, him pronouns at the time, but my doctor, my nurse practitioner, used she, her pronouns for me. And holy shit, that was literally like a switch flipped. I was like, oh. So from that point on, full on was like, oh, I'm a girl. I'm a fucking girl. And I went full speed ahead with it. Over the next couple months, I would choose a name, Sophie, woo. I would start using she, her pronouns, but I was still not comfortable with myself. But that was when I knew, like, I was a girl, right then. It would take a long time for me to gain that confidence and get out of that sort of floating by description that I said, but yeah, as for how long I've been transitioning, I answered this earlier, but it's been about 1 year and 3/4. Well, sorry, medically transitioning is 1 year and 3/4. But transitioning, if you want to count since I came out as non-binary 1,000,000 years ago, that was like, I was like 16, 17. I'm 22 now.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's been a long time, but I didn't actually start, like, going full girl mode until, you know, I started getting hormones about, you know, 1 year and 3/4 ago. Ooh, next one. Any tips on dating a transgender man? It's just a dude. Is just a dude.
It's just a dude.
But, I mean, there's obviously some stuff. I mean, as with any trans person, you know, understand that they're gonna feel dysphoric. Do your best to, you know, help them with their confidence, you know, lift them up. Be like, hey, you're handsome as hell.
Yeah, that really works. That's not sarcasm, it really does work.
Hell yeah. Just fucking hype your dude up. Hype up your man. He just, like, talk it out with. Every dude is different, right? And just, you know, you're gonna have to talk about what, you know, what he's comfortable with, what he isn't comfortable with, and go from there. But it's fine. You think Sophie needs to live demonstrate hyping up your dude?
No.
Hey, Duke.
What?
You're handsome as hell. You're extremely sweet and kind. You make me very, very happy. You got fucking huge-ass muscles, and I love you. You're super strong, both physically and emotionally. I love you. You're hot. You're handsome. You have fucking holy shit. You're like collarbone area to your shoulders. I'm swooning. You are amazing, and you're the most amazing man I've ever met in my life, and you're the most important thing that's ever happened to me.
I love you.
I love you. That's how it do. That's how you hype up your man. Any tips for people starting transition? Oof, yeah. Take the plunge, I think, is my best tip. I mean, obviously stay safe, but I kind of, like, you know, I don't know what the term is. I kind of beat around the bush for a shit ton of time, like several years amount of time when I was transitioning. Early on, I you know, I didn't really think about it. I just sort of was like, this is fine, for a good chunk of it. And even when I was like, oh, hey, I'm a girl, I still, like, didn't, you know, I didn't take the plunge. I knew that I was a girl, but I wasn't. Whoa! Ruby donated $15 and said, for friend. Thank you so much.
For friend.
Friend, that's me. Oh god, where was I? I still, even though I knew I was a girl, I I didn't feel like a girl, and that's something you're gonna deal with for a while. Well, not necessarily, but that's something a lot of trans people deal with. They don't feel like who they are for a while. But I sort of, I don't know. I beat around the bush a lot. I still didn't. I still felt like I still felt like I was acting like a dude. It's complicated. God, yeah, I don't even know how to describe that. There was like a moment in my transition where everything kind of came together. Yeah, you know what? I do. I know what it is. Yeah, I do have a tip for transition. Surround yourself with people who see you for who you are and are able to support you and lift you up. It's really hard, being trans when you're surrounded by people who are constantly misgendering and dead naming you. And sometimes you can't avoid that, if you've got family, but surround yourself with friends who are going to gender you correctly. I wasn't able to really experience my transition until I surrounded myself with loving people. I wasn't, I surrounded myself with this community. My current roommates were the very first people to ever treat me like just a girl. Like, specifically, her name's Lily, one of my roommates. She started treating me a little bit differently when I came out. Not in a bad way. It wasn't like, oh, you're trans now, what? She started treating me like one of the girls, and it was the best feeling I had ever had. It was seriously huge for my confidence. It was like, oh god, this is what it can be. This is what it can feel like. This is so incredible and amazing. And it continued from there. I got to do stuff that I thought I would never get to do, that only girls got to do, right? Fucking, how girls in high school are, girls in general are always just cuddling up and platonically cuddling and smooching each other's cheeks, and they'll fucking go to a sleepover and I'll be half naked, and it's fine. I got to do stuff like that, and it was really nice. And I thought, I'd always have to, I thought I would, even though I was a girl, I'd always have to, kind of follow those masculine standards, but I don't have to do that anymore. And, Lily was the first person to kind of show me that was okay, that to be who I was. And then, I came into this community still feeling a little not quite there, and just so many people, I'm almost at 1,000 Twitter followers now, and so many people are just, there is no question about it. I'm just Sophie. I'm just a girl. And it's been so helpful for my transition, so helpful for my confidence. So, yeah, that's my biggest thing, is just try and surround yourself with as many people who see you as you are, and just kind of revel in that experience and know that that is the true experience. That is what you deserve, and that is what your future looks like. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, let's scroll back up. Next question. What do you do when you feel dysphochi? I believe that means dysphoric, but they wrote dysphochi, and that's my favorite kind of pasta.
Jesus Christ.
What do I do? What do I do when I feel dysphoric? That's a very good question. Feel dysphoric for the first one. Usually when I feel dysphoric, it's about a specific thing. A lot of the time when I'm feeling dysphoric, I will. Whoa! Mainly just donated $10 and said, even though. Hold on, I gotta. Oh god, I can't see it. Cis woman, I just do my absolute best to. Oh god, hold on. I can't fucking see it. I can't fucking see it. Hold on, I'm gonna open up the. Uh-oh. How do you even.
The mod thing?
How do you open the feed in OBS? It's broken. It doesn't work.
It's so hard.
It's so hard. How do I pop this out? Pop out. Here. No, that didn't even work. How do I pop this out? How do I pop this out?
I don't know. I haven't touched OBS in years.
It's okay, Bailey. You didn't do anything wrong. I just don't understand how this fucking program works. It's not your fault. OBS changed everything a while back, and I still haven't learned how it works. Anyways, even though I'm a cis woman, I try my absolute best to be the best ally and friend that I could be for my trans friend, and this stream is helping a lot. I hope I'm doing good, comma, and I can't read it from there. I don't know how to open it. I can't, How the fuck does this work? Okay, we're gonna figure it out today. Whoa, 5th year is reading with a party too. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out right now. There's legacy events. Save changes. Did this work? Aha! Yes! Oh, thank God, I got the old event box back. Holy shit, that's so much better.
Bless.
Okay. It's not perfect. It scrolls weird, but holy shit, it's way better. Okay, even though I'm a cis woman, I try my absolute best. I hope I'm doing good. And trans rights love y'all. Thank you so much, Maylee. Oh my god, this is so much better. It's a little smaller and like hard to scroll through, but holy shit, it's better. Okay, let's get back on it.
Was that Toad? Toad's here?
Okay, trans rights. What do I feel? Okay, so yeah, with feeling dysphoric, I'll focus on this, like, because usually it's a specific thing making me dysphoric. I'll focus on it, and a lot of the time I will try taking steps to, adjusting that thing. For example, I get a lot of voice dysphoria, so if I'm feeling dysphoric to my voice, a lot of the time I'll work on some voice training, which I don't do super often, or this wouldn't work for everybody, but I will sometimes listen back to recordings of my voice, and then I'll listen to older recordings of my voice, and I'll go, wow, that's a whole lot of progress. Okay, maybe I'm not as bad as I thought. I listened to a voice recording of mine from, 3 years ago, and holy shit. I was like, Morgan Freeman. It's deep. It's like a canyon. And now I sound great.
You sound amazing.
Even as much as I don't always feel it, I do. I sound real good. And I don't know, I'm very happy with the progress I've made there. Yeah, that's what I usually do. I'll focus on it and I'll, work on it. I'll just focus on the good stuff I've done too. I'll go look at old selfies that make me feel really good. Or sometimes I'll take some selfies. I'll just take some selfies if I'm not feeling confident, and it'll boost my confidence. It'll be like, hey, I'm actually pretty pretty. I'm a big supporter of taking selfies. That shit slaps. You will feel good about yourself pretty quickly. I know it can feel bad at first. You're like, oh, this selfie, I look so bad. But then you're like, you take a good one in some good lighting, and you're like, oh. Also, that's another tip. Fucking take selfies in good lighting. Go up to your window in the day. Get some natural lighting and take some selfies. It is so good for your, just everything, for your whole shebang. Next question. Do you have any advice for hair dyeing? I want to do it so badly now that I'm out. Hell yeah, I do. Don't get it bleached twice. No, jokes aside though, a lot of lighter colors are gonna fade really quickly. Pink fades so fucking quickly, for example. It's just gone in a couple of weeks. But pick a color you like. Go darker than you expect to want, because it'll fade very quickly. Mix some of your hair dye in with your conditioner and use that when you're conditioning your hair, and it'll keep the color in longer. There are some conditioners out there like Overtone, which are their hair dye conditioner combos, and you can just use that. Those are really nice. I cannot stress it enough. Don't bleach your hair twice, because you'll cry a lot. Yeah, fucking just go ham. Just do it. Just do it. Straight up, it's a good time. Just fucking go for it. Take the plunge. That's the quote for today. Take the plunge.
Take the fucking plunge.
Yeah, next question. What's it like dating a trans boy? Pros and cons. I mean, pros are he's very wonderful and very sweet, and I love him. But, what about shampoo? Oh shit, I forgot to mention, yeah, with shampoo on dyeing your hair, make sure you get a shampoo that specifically is meant for your hair color. A lot of shampoos will eat your hair color. It will just completely tear it apart. Make sure you get, oh fuck, I forget what it's called, but there's specific shampoos for dyed hair. Make sure you get one of those. And also, one more thing is shower with cool water. Not cold, because that fucking sucks, but not warm. You're comfortably cool in the shower. It's way easier than I thought it would be. I thought oh, cold shower, that sucks, but no, just a cool shower. It's really nice, and it's way better for your hair. Okay, back to the pros and cons of dating a trans guy. First off, the biggest pro, I think, for dating a trans guy specifically, is because we're both trans. We understand a lot of the feelings we're going through. We understand that we understand what dysphoria is like, and we understand, that, how to help each other feel good about ourselves and how to, lift each other up. But because I'm a trans girl and he's a trans dude, we get different sides of the same coin, and it's really nice. We get to learn a lot of cool stuff. It's interesting. It's stuff that has made me uncomfortable makes him comfortable, and I can use stuff that I knew from pre-transition to help him out, and vice versa. He does the same for me. And it's really nice. It's really nice to have similar but different experiences with this same topic, you know, with gender identity. It's a good time. As for cons, no. There's no cons.
You can say cons.
There's no cons. There's no cons. Go date a trans person. It slaps. Go date a trans person right now.
I mean, I am.
I'm talking to chat.
Oh.
Go on a date with a trans person, Duke. Go on a date with a trans person right now. Move to Canada. Okay. What was my trans awakening? So I've had many. The day I knew that I was trans, I was having a text conversation with a friend of mine about gender roles in high school, and I was like, yeah, gender roles suck. I mean, yeah, like, I'm a dude, but I don't do any dude stuff, and I would be fine with any pronouns, and also I like feminine stuff, but I'm still like a dude and whatever, and I shave my legs, and I like girl things, and I hate dude things, but I'm still a dude, and it's fine. Fuck gender roles. And during that conversation, I was like, oh, I guess I'm not a dude, huh? That was literally how it clicked. I was literally just going down this list of like, I'm a dude, but it's fine that I like all these things because fuck gender roles. Which, like, yeah, true also, but, like, yeah. So that's how it happened. And I came out as non-binary, and then, like I said, she, her pronouns from my doctor with the hormones, you know, almost 2 years ago now, and I was like, okay, I'm a girl. So there's my trans awakening. Next question. Even though you're fully transitioned, do you still have hashtag transition goals? All right, let me tell you this. Transitioning, there is no fully transitioned. There is, it's a sliding, it's, you know, it's a spectrum. It's a sliding scale. It continues. You know, I'm always working on my identity. I'm always looking on the physical aspects of myself. I'm still, like, hormones are still having effects on me. If you look at pictures of me from, like, months ago, compared them to the ones now, I look different. It's still having effects, so I would not say I'm fully transitioned. But as for transition goals, I am very happy to say my transition goals are just a slightly different version of myself now. I look in the mirror and I see a hot girl, and I just need a little bit of light touch-ups sometimes. I'm like, maybe if I grow my hair out longer, it'll be good. Maybe if my fucking titties get bigger, it'll be good. But yeah, I mean, that's about it though. I've never really had hashtag transition goals when it regards to like other trans women or like other like women in general. I've never really cared for that stuff, I guess. I think a lot of the time that can cause like a harmful self-image because you want to like reach, you know, this like you'll look at like an Instagram model and you'll be like, I want to look like that or else I'll die. And that sucks because a lot of the time, you know, those people are literally killing themselves to make them look like that. A lot of the like hashtag transition goals that I see are unrealistic, including for cis women. And it's just like, it's not good stuff to look up to. I'm not saying hashtag transition goals are bad, but you know, make sure your transition goals are realistic. And I don't, when I say realistic, you know, I'm not saying like, how do I put this? I know when you're trans, a lot of the time it can feel like you've always got an asterisk after your gender, right? You're like, yeah, I'm a girl, asterisk, right? But like, when I say realistic, you know, transition goals, I don't mean like, oh, I'm always gonna look like a masculine girl, because that's not the case at all. I thought it was for a long time, but it's not. Truthfully, it's really, really not. I have never felt more comfortable with how I look, and every day I like it a little bit more. But when I say realistic, I mean like, you know, pick stuff about yourself that you want to improve on and do it. You know, if your voice, you want to change that, do it. If you want to fucking get tiggle bitties, take some estrogen when it's possible for you. Get yourself some titty transplant if you want it. I'm probably gonna do that. It's a good time. Just, you know, transitioning should be about making yourself, you know, bringing yourself to a point where you're more comfortable with yourself, you know? It's not, Holy shit, progesterone. Yeah, take progesterone. It's so good. Anyways. Yeah, I think that's my best advice. Next question. Are you getting / have bottom surgery? If you have, did it hurt? I don't have it. Nope, I do not have bottom surgery, but I am on the list for it. In Canada, there is about a 1 year to 1.5 year wait period for bottom surgery. I'm on that list. I've been on that list for around 6-7 months now. Unfortunately, I think the whole virus thing is probably going to make it a little longer before I actually, get in there. But yeah, I'm on the list. It'll happen at some point. I'm very excited for it. Holy shit, I'm fucking excited. Surgery to become a bottom. Oh, you don't need a surgery for that. But yeah, I'm very fucking excited. Hopefully it happens soon, basically. As for if you have, did it hurt? Well, I haven't had it. I have, like, shit tons of papers here. I have all of the information. They give you so much shit. They're like, you gotta know all the stuff. So I can tell you straight up, yeah, it's gonna hurt. It's probably, like, the first day or so is probably gonna be, like, the worst pain you've ever felt. But it gets better pretty quick. The recovery period is around 3 months. You have to dilate if you get the vaginal canal, which fucking sucks, but that's okay. What else? I think, what else am I missing about bottom surgery?
I mean, they didn't ask that much.
Yeah. It hurts. Next question. I find it very hard to start voice feminization therapy because I'm too scared. How did you start voice therapy training, and how do you get over that fear? That's a hard one. The fear is something I super duper get. When I was first, like, I didn't even bother with my voice for a very long time because I just felt like, oh, I'm never gonna get where I want to be, which is not the case. I need to stress that very much. You will absolutely make way more progress than you ever thought you would. But it takes time, and it takes a lot of practice, and that can get grating and stuff. I would say for the fear, just all I can say is, take the plunge. You're gonna get there. You gotta start somewhere, though. If you want to get there, you gotta hit the go button. Take that plunge, but just know you're gonna sound better than you think. Like, you're always gonna be your own worst critic. But think about all, like, the trans women. Like, I know I'm taking a bit of a guess here, but I know y'all's brains. Think about all the trans women out there that, like, you have heard, whether on streams or in public or whatever, and you're like, wow, that is the most naturally feminine voice I've ever fucking heard. How did they get there? It's just practice, and anybody can do it. And you have a quick question. You're anybody. It's like I said, I have, like, a document, which maybe I'll post it on my Twitter later, but I have, like, a big thing on how to get started. And I think as long as you have that sort of, like, starting point, then you're good. For me, like, with my voice change, I got the inspiration to do it by watching trans streamers and being like, whoa, I could sound like that. Holy shit, that's a lovely voice. And then I did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, didn't I already post it? I did post it, yeah, once. But, like, I might post it just, like, as its own tweet. But yeah, just take the plunge, I guess. Oh, how did I start voice therapy training as well? Oh yeah, I guess I answered that, but watching trans streamers, I basically was like, hey, I could do that. And then I did it. For me, it was like, I had to find an example of somebody else doing it, that I felt was like that I thought, like, because for a long time I didn't think I would ever get to a point where I was comfortable with, right? But then I heard of somebody's voice that, like, sounded pretty similar to mine, but it was just so lovely and naturally feminine, and I was like, wait, I could achieve that. That's reasonable for me. And then I worked on it, and I'm really happy with the progress I've made.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Next question. Did you used to have short hair, and what are some tips / things to get used to with having long hair? So I've never had, like, well, I haven't really had, like, short hair. When I was younger, I had short hair, but I don't remember any of it. But, my hair has always been either, like, around, like, I guess, ear length to shoulder length. It is the longest it's ever been now. It goes like halfway down my back now. But tips and things to get used to with having long hair. I can tell you, it feels weird to have your hair like touch the back of where I just touch your back. Oh, I'm gonna back off actually real quick because Vienna just said something. I'm able to do godly impressions sometimes, and I'm kind of afraid to lose that ability. I got a good news for you. You don't lose that ability. I was super scared of, you know, because I wanted to go into voice acting for a long time in my life, so I have a lot of voice practice, and I was worried that, oh shit, if I start working on like my femme voice, I'm gonna lose my ability to do funny voices. But you don't. You just get a whole new. It's super cool because you get this whole new like repertoire of funny voices you can do. You can still go back to the old voice. Sometimes it's a little hard because, you know, you're practicing with your oh god, I forget what it's even called. Your noisemaker. I forget what everything's called. I haven't checked.
Like your nose or your...
No, it's like Adam's apple. I don't remember what the term that isn't Adam's apple because I hate that term. Larynx, that's the one. Yeah, you're playing with your larynx and it's kind of hard, but once you're, you know, you can get back down to it. But you get like this whole new list of voices you can do. It's great. Seriously, don't worry about it. You're not gonna lose anything. You're only gonna gain. It slaps.
Yeah, like when you go like bastard.
Yeah, exactly.
See?
But anyways, back to the short hair question. Again, did I used to have short hair? Any tips for having long hair? Long hair, like I said, it will like touch the back of your head a lot. It's really awkward to wear hoods because it'll get trapped in the hood. But here's a tip. Now, this doesn't work for everybody, but once it's long enough, fucking bring that shit over your shoulder. Mwah! It's so good. Also, when you're doing a ponytail, make the ponytail higher than you expect. Like, go full samurai with it. You want to go higher than you think you have to go. Like you're closing in on the top of your head. If you think you're high enough, go higher.
Also brush your hair after wearing a hoodie.
Oh, absolutely. Brush your hair just all the time. Just have brushes. But yeah, seriously, like, ponytails slap. Especially when your hair is, like, you've hit long enough to do a ponytail, but you're not quite long enough to, like, you know, your hair isn't quite where you want it to be lengthwise, but you can do a ponytail. Do the ponytail. I strongly suggest bringing out your bangs from the ponytail and letting them kind of hang. You'll get like a kind of Ramona Flowers look. You'll have two little strands of hair in front of you, and then the ponytail in the back looks fucking great. Yeah. I think that's everything I got with long hair. Make sure to condition it. You gotta condition it. When it gets long, you gotta start conditioning. Yeah.
It'll be very nice and soft.
It'll be so soft. Get the leave-in conditioner. Seriously, get a spray bottle of leave-in conditioner. Spray it in after your shower. It's so good. It is the best decision I ever made.
Also, when you condition, like, leave it in. And if you got greasy hair, do it like a few inches down from your scalp, so it won't like grease up all your hair.
Oh yeah, thanks, Duke.
Yeah.
This next one is any tips on combating dysphoria. We kind of talked about this earlier, but essentially, you know, focus on the one thing that is, like, on what's triggered your dysphoria, see if you can improve that, or otherwise just, you know, see how far you've come, and understand that, you know, transitioning isn't like a linear path. You know, you're slowly changing small things to get to, like, a very great final end result that makes you very comfortable and happy. But it takes a while, and it takes a lot of practice and time, and it's a gradual thing, and you won't even realize when it happens that you are who you want to be. I, like a few months ago, was walking down the road in my coat, and I looked in a Tim Hortons window, and I saw my reflection, and I genuinely gasped, because I was like, that's what I look like now? What the fuck? That's what I look like? It's really exciting. So just, you take those small steps and understand you're gonna get there. Dysphoria sucks, but a lot of the time you are being harder on yourself than you deserve. What's next? What is one thing you want trans allies to know? This is a pretty good one. Trans people are not There's no, okay, I've used this exact analogy before, but like a trans woman is not a woman with an asterisk at the end. A trans man is not a man with an asterisk at the end. A trans woman is not a man becoming a woman, and vice versa, right? It's just, they just are. It doesn't matter how far they are in their transition. Doesn't matter if they're non-op. Doesn't matter if they haven't taken any hormones. Doesn't matter if they, wear masculine clothes. Doesn't matter if they have, they're still using their dead name. They just are. They are what they are. And that's just what you gotta kind of accept. I think.
Woo.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's just basically that.
It's just basically that.
It's just basically that. Next question. What was coming out like? Bad. Holy shit, bad.
Oh.
Fucked up coming out. So, like I said, I kind of... Oh boy, yeah, coming out was really bad. I did not do a good job. I was, like I mentioned, I wasn't comfortable with myself, and I kind of, beat around the bush a lot with it. So when I came out, quote unquote, I just kind of showed up to school in a skirt one day, and I was like, hey... and then when I finally did be like, okay, I'm gonna use she, her pronouns, I'm a girl, I'm Sophie now. I was working at a casino, and that casino was extremely transphobic. And, on top of them already being transphobic, I was not comfortable enough with myself to just come out. And, I just kind of quietly expected people to slowly make a transition. I was just like, hey, this is my name now. And a lot of people just didn't respect that, and I didn't correct them, and I was just very, I was very, keeping my head down about the whole thing. I was very just, like, quiet about it. And a large part of that is because the place was so fucking gross and transphobic and awful. But, like, I would suggest, take the plunge, as I've said about 1,000 times now. Come out fully. No partials. Just do it. It'll make it easier for you in the long run. Know your rights. Like, figure out what the laws are in your local area. Make sure you're being respected. If you don't feel comfortable, chances are you're probably being wronged. And, take a look into that. Don't just be like, oh, I'm probably overreacting. No, if you feel uncomfortable, there's a reason for that. Know your trans rights, exactly. But yeah, my coming out was pretty bad. It took a very, very long time for me to... I guess, I don't know how to describe it other than wake up. I just wasn't... I was like half a person for a really long time. Yeah. That's kind of weird to describe. I don't even know how to describe it. But I didn't feel like I was all the way... I didn't feel like I was all the way a person. I didn't feel like I was all the way me for a very long time.
I'm glad you found yourself.
Yeah, it really is finding yourself. But yeah. My coming out was bad. Next question. Has your attraction to others changed while taking hormones? I heard that it can, and I'm worried about it because I love my GF and I don't want to lose attraction to her. Any suggestions on how to deal? I got a tip for you. You're not going to lose attraction to your GF. Hormones can absolutely change your, like, sexual stuff, but, like, okay, so I don't know if you're trans gal or dude. Estrogen just makes you, like, more emotional. So if you already love your GF, you're probably just gonna love her even more. It's entirely possible if you currently don't like dudes, you might end up liking dudes along the way. That happened to me. I know a lot of trans women that's happened to. But a lot of that is less the hormones. It's more just you becoming more comfortable with yourself, like, sexually. And just being like, okay, yeah. Because, like, for me, I identified as lesbian for a really long time because I identified that lesbian identity with my femininity because, lesbian is an exclusively female term, right? Whereas, like, a bi person, that can be a dude or a girl. And so that, I ID'd as lesbian for a really long time. I am bi, for sure. But it took a while for me to kind of accept that. But I would say the hormones don't really change that. Most of the stuff that the hormones change is just your libido overall. I don't know about everybody, but, for me, I experience, I guess, sexual stuff a lot differently now. It's very difficult to explain it. I'm not going to go into it on stream because it's pretty not safe for work, but it's different. Everything is a lot different, but I still, like, my attraction hasn't really changed. And as for if you are a dude, if you're a trans dude and you're going on T, T can kind of, I know a lot of like a lot of trans dudes who just kind of became aromantic after going on T, but every one of them that I know was also single when it happened, and I've never heard of anybody, like, I don't know, breaking up with somebody after starting T because they got, like, they lost their romantic ability. Like, I don't know, it changes stuff, but at the end of the day, you're gonna be okay. You know, it's not gonna, you're not gonna lose your love for your girlfriend. I can guarantee you that. That is something that goes beyond, you know, the whole, like, the fucking hormonal stuff. You're probably gonna love her even more if you're trans girl, if you're going on E. Let me tell you, when I started hormones, holy shit, my emotions just blew up. I feel like that's a lot of me feeling like more of a person now because I'm just more in tune with my emotions. Emotions slap. Next question. Aw, this is really sweet. How do you sound so pretty? Whenever I try to change my voice, it sounds so fake, but yours is so natural and good. Thank you so much. Here's a little secret for you. You probably sound better than you think you do. I also feel like I sound super fake all the time. I have really, really, really bad voice dysphoria. I mean, keep in mind I've worked on this voice for, like, a real long time. Like, you know, nearly 2 years now. This is how I've been for a long time. I've taken a lot of, you know, I've looked into a lot of stuff with voice, with voice, you know, therapy. But I don't know. I think a lot of it is comfort with yourself. You kind of have to accept yourself and not beat yourself up for not sounding quite how you want to be, because it's something that happens over time. I think for me, like, what I did, I like your drawing, Duke.
Thank you.
What I did, right, like, is I started out with a voice that I was not super happy with. It was kind of just me pitched up. And I just kind of held on to that voice a lot. I tried to raise the pitch of my voice a lot. Eventually, I started working on, like, stuff like intonation and voice, you know, vocal resonance and that sort of thing. Like the shape of my mouth that I was making while I was saying words. But it was a very slow process, and I didn't really put a lot of dedicated time into it. But what happened is, as I became more comfortable with my voice and me, and that helped a lot with, you know, with streaming. You know, I had a lot of people supporting me. It just sort of smooths out after a while. I still have super bad dysphoria about my voice, but at the end of the day, you're your own biggest critic. I'm kind of repeating myself a lot, but it's true. Yeah, it's just true. You sound better than you think you do. I guarantee it. Like, absolutely you do.
That applies to you too.
I know it does. But yeah, also thank you for saying I sound pretty. That you have no idea how much that means to me. It's really sweet. Next question. Any makeup tips? You always look so nice and natural in your selfies. I don't have any makeup tips, but I got selfie tips. Look for white or natural light. Don't take a fucking picture with your yellow-ass booby light from the ceiling. It sucks. It looks bad. My best selfies happen when I wake up in the morning, I open up my blinds at my window, and I just point the camera at my face. Because that natural light just bounces right off. I am very, very, like, lucky. I have extremely, very, very smooth, nice skin. But so that, like, helps with the lighting bouncing off, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, no, I don't wear makeup. I just it's lighting. It's all lighting. Seriously, I can't stress enough how important lighting is in a selfie. If you want to feel good about yourself, just get some really nice lighting and take some selfies. You will feel so much better so quickly. Also, yeah, gummy candle, absolutely. To be honest, I think the problem is that you can't ask someone, do I sound feminine, without putting someone on the spot, right? At the end of the day, it's very difficult to get, like, an objective answer of what you sound like.
Voice recordings are fake.
Voice recordings are fake. The only time I suggest voice recordings is if you have really old ones and you can compare them to your voice now, because that can help. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough. At the end of the day, that's all I can really say. Next question. I'm gonna change my wardrobe soon because I want to be more confident. Any suggestions? I want girly looks. Hell yeah, I got suggestions. I talked about this earlier, but you can never fucking go wrong with a skirt and some thigh-high socks. You can also swap those socks out for some leggings. Looks great. Pair that shit with like a sweater in the warmer months, maybe like a tank top or something in the cooler sweater in the cooler months, tank top in the warmer months. Fucking get yourself a nice jacket. I have a nice outfit that I wear for my... Get yourself, like, casual and like, done up looks. Like, my casual look is a pair of jeans, a t-shirt, and this nice, like, sort of, like, pleather jacket I have. I also have, like, a jean jacket. Looks really good. Get yourself some boots. I cannot stress how good boots are. Get yourself some boots with, like, some smaller heels. Seriously, women's boots. I don't know what it is, but it just changes your whole body shape. It looks amazing. Get the boots. Seriously, get the boots. Get a purse if you don't have one already. You don't have to have it all the time, but they're fucking handy. And it's this nice, easy way for, you know, it'll shape you a little bit. It kind of pulls you together a little bit. I suggest wearing that shit over one shoulder and then over your head, like kind of like a side, like a diagonal strap across your chest. What else? Know your colors. Find some outfits that just match colors really well together. Like I wear like a gray sweater under my brown pleather jacket, and it looks fucking good with like the blue jeans. I've got an outfit which is like trans rights colors. I got like a pink shirt with white in the middle, and then like a blue long cardigan. Just get some outfits. Go to like a store. Go to a store, a women's clothing store specifically, and look at the mannequins and look for outfits that make you go, oh shit, that looks good, and use that as inspiration. I mentioned this earlier, but don't think of, would that look good on me? No, because you're gonna, you know, if you're feeling dysphoric, you're not gonna like, you can't trust yourself. You gotta think, hey, would that look good on any girl? Hell yeah, it would. Whoa, hey, I got a hint for you. You're any girl. Put it on. Also, when you're trying on clothes in the store, go a size higher than you think you need, because I cannot tell you how much dysphoria you will get if you put on like a jacket or something that is a couple sizes too small. Holy shit, it sucks. You can always go down a size, but going up a size, it feels like it hurts your heart. And also remember that like women's sizes are made to make you feel bad.
It's true.
I am
also,
oh, what's up, Duke?
No, just women's sizes are also inconsistent.
They're inconsistent, and they are designed to make you feel like shit. I am a men's medium, and I am a women's anywhere from medium to extra, extra large.
It's nuts.
It's nuts. It's bullshit, and it's lie, and it's fake. Also, yeah, thrift stores are super useful. You can get some nice clothing combos. I really recommend just looking up outfit ideas on the internet and using that as inspiration. I'm not very good at, like, picking out outfit combos. You know, I don't know what looks good with what a lot of the time, so I look at examples elsewhere, and I'm like, oh, that could look good, and then I base my outfit choices off that. I've never really been super good at fashion, but that's okay. Next question. Was pink always your favorite color? No, it used to be green, but then I was like, actually pink. Next question. I want to start HRT, but I'm scared. Was it easy for you? Easy is relative. I live in Canada, so like everything like that is a lot easier. I just had to go to a place and be like, hey, give me hormones, and they said, okay, fill out this paper, and I filled out that paper, and then they called me back and they said, here's some hormones. So that was pretty easy. Like the biggest, like, I don't know, once you start hormones, it's kind of slaps. You just kind of, it takes a long time. You're like, oh, when's this gonna do anything? And then you wake up one day and you got like fucking triple D titties. It's great. But like I said, easy is relative. It depends on your living situation. It depends on where you live. Like law-wise, you know, it like depends on how expensive it'll be for you. Some places it'll be free, some places maybe not. I don't know. I don't really know how it works in the States. But it's I mean, For me, like, I just had to talk to a doctor, and I know a lot of other people like this, but some places you need to get, like, for some places you need to get, what are they called? Like, you need to get a psychiatrist or a therapist to, like, say, yes, this person needs hormones, and that sucks. Sorry. It's okay. That always sucks. I didn't have to get that, though, so I don't know. I'm sorry I can't give the best advice on that one. Whew, I'm gonna take a 2-second break here. I need to, like, refresh my brain. I'm on a question rampage right now.
You are.
I love your drawings you're making.
Thank you.
Can we get a full look? Fuck yeah.
I love you.
I love you. How are you doing, Duke?
Doing all right.
Hell yeah.
How about you?
I'm doing good.
Good. I love you.
I love you. Ugh.
Are you on the break screen?
No, I'm not. No,
I'm
just breaking my bones.
Nice.
Break, yeah. Okay. Let's get back into it. Alrighty, next question is, what are you most proud of with your transition? A single thing? That's hard. I'm proud of the fact that I've been able to accept and truly feel and believe like I am a girl. It wavers day to day sometimes. You get dysphoria, but like I mentioned, I walked past that Tim Hortons window and I saw myself and I just gasped and like I couldn't believe how I looked I looked exactly like I'd always wanted to, and I was just there. And you know, it's hard, like I look at myself in the mirror all the time and I'm like, oh, I don't look, you know, feminine enough, but I always think back to that one day where I saw myself in passing and I was like shocked at just how I looked, and I kind of use that whenever I'm feeling dysphoric. I think back on that and I'm just like, that's what I'd be looking like. Everything's okay.
Yeah, you look amazing.
Thank you. So I'd say that's probably what I'm most proud of. The other thing I'm most proud of is my fat fucking titties. Next question. How did you begin your transition, or how do others do it? It just seems like a lot of steps and it's confusing me on where to start even. With beginning your transition, there's a lot of stuff, right, that you can do. It's obviously it's a lot of pieces of a puzzle for a big picture. But I strongly recommend doing things one at a time. Take something that you can actively, work on yourself. A lot of the time, everybody's focused on hormones, but hormones are only one piece of that puzzle. I recommend as like something to start off with, either clothing or maybe voice training, makeup. There's a lot of stuff you can start with, hair, a lot of things you can do just to kind of ease yourself in. But pick one, work on it until it's at a place you're good with, and then move on to another. And you can kind of, take things bit by bit and get there.
Yeah.
It adds up over time. It really does. As for how I began my... what's up?
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, as for how I began my transition, I already talked about that. What were you going to say?
Yeah.
What were you going to say, darling?
Oh, if you're ever questioning, you can always just like online change your pronouns and stuff.
Yeah, fucking okay. Yeah. Transition tip. Woo. Transition tip. Want to try out a new name? Want to try out some fucking pronouns? Go to a Starbucks, put your name on there. Boom, done.
Fuck yeah.
Everybody knows that one. It's easy. Pronouns. To fucking talk to a trans-friendly friend and be like, hey, can you use these pronouns for me for a little while, and just talk to them for a bit and see how it goes. This has been your trans tips. Congrats.
You did it.
You did it. You passed. That's a trans pun. Take the plunge. How would you say, this next question says, how would you say your views/feelings on your trans experience changed as you progressed/aged? As in, whatever terms you feel comfortable with, how did your general outlook on transness change from whatever point you'd say you started up to the present, if much at all? Pretty much, even when I was IDing as non-binary, it took me a while to, really internalize that fact that, trans girl just is girl. It's not dude becoming girl. It took me longer than would like to admit to for that to clue in. But I think it's just like, I don't know. Everybody's valid. That's all I can say. It didn't change a whole heck of a lot. I just kind of accepted myself more and more and more and more and more and more. I felt like I was becoming whole. But as for my like views and feelings on the trans experience, it kind of just went from uninformed to informed. It wasn't really my views changed. I've never been against trans people, except when I was like a young kid and like didn't know any better. But I wasn't even against them. I just said shitty things. I didn't know what I was talking about. Anyways,
Everyone had an Xbox Live moment.
exactly. It's just a heated Xbox Live gamer moment. Next question. Do you have any tips on dealing with / covering up facial hair, as a trans woman having visible stubble can be dysphoric at points? Fucking mood. Yeah. I don't use makeup, but I know like concealer and shit can do wonders for that sort of thing. I recommend getting like good razors. Don't settle for that cheap garbage. Seriously, this is not sponsored, but Dollar Shave Club fucking slaps. Dollar Shave Club.
It should be sponsored.
It should be sponsored. Hey, Dollar Shave Club, give me a sponsor. Seriously, their razors are so good. They're very, very sharp. And you can get them. You can use a new razor once every week, and it's fantastic. You can just get a really close shave. Get their shave butter. I find it more useful than shaving cream, because it's a closer shave. You can see it. It's just really nice. I always feel for the stubble, and I will shave to like against the grain, which a lot of people say you shouldn't do, but a lot of people aren't accounting for trans people. If you shave against the grain, you do risk like ingrown hairs, bumps and scratches and stuff. But if you get good at it, which I have, because I only shave against the grain now, it'll get real smooth. Overall, yeah, that's the best I can say. Shave as much as you can. Get concealer and foundation, if that's your jam. That's all I got. That's all I got for you. I don't really do a whole heck of a lot for mine. I just shave relentlessly. Do you ever have any doubts about your transition? And if you do, what helps you shake them off? Oh god, yeah, everybody does. I've never met a trans person who hasn't had a little bit of the old imposter syndrome blues. I remember when I was first coming out as non-binary, I was having all these doubts. It was like literally weeks into it. And I talked to somebody who was the most trans of the trans I had ever spoken to, I had ever met. And I talked to them, and they were like, I was like, hey, have you ever felt this? And they were like, oh, fucking yeah, all the time. I felt it last week, bro. And I was like, what? Everybody gets it? So yeah, that helps me shake it off, is just knowing that like everybody gets that feeling. But I haven't had doubts in a long time. It is who I am now. But yeah, that feeling of like, am I faking it, is super common. And just know that you're not. I think my best suggestion for that is consider, like, transitioning is not about necessarily, being trans isn't necessarily about alleviating dysphoria, getting rid of bad feelings. It's introducing good feelings. Does it make you feel good to be a girl? Fuck yeah. Does it make you feel good to be a dude? Fuck yeah. Does it make you feel good to be like not like nothing? Just a fucking shapeless blob?
An entity.
An entity? Fuck yeah. It's just don't focus on, like, a lot of people are always caught up like, oh, I haven't felt any dysphoria in a whole week, maybe I'm faking it. No, shut the fuck up. Dysphoria is not what makes you trans. It's just about, like, is this something that is making you happy?
Mm-hmm.
All right, next question.
Focusing on the negative is bad.
Focusing on the negative is always bad. Next question is, did watching Steven Universe help you with self-acceptance? What are some of the trans details or hints you think most viewers might overlook? The only trans detail I think is just like the super big allegory of, like Steven totally like being a metaphor or allegory for trans people. The whole deal with everybody's using, she, her pronouns for him. Everybody's, him being his mom and all that. Everybody's, you know, using, you know, calling him by a different name, calling him by different pronouns, and he's got to constantly fight for him to be who he is, and the whole story is about him accepting that he is him, and that's okay. So big trans energy there. As for, like, self-acceptance, yeah, my biggest inspirations when I was younger, actually, for all that was, Rebecca Sugar and Lauren Faust. Rebecca Sugar being the creator, and Lauren Faust being one of the old storyboarders who used to work on it. Lauren Faust is non-binary, and Rebecca Sugar is a non-binary woman, and that fucking slaps. And I, at the time, was IDing as non-binary, so I was like, oh shit. And then Rebecca Sugar was like, yeah, I'm a non-binary woman. And I was like, you can do that? And I was like, cool, I'll do that. And then I was just like, actually, let's just take the non-binary part off eventually. But yeah, I don't think the show itself has really done much for my self-acceptance. I mean, maybe it has in small subconscious amounts, but there's never really been, I haven't been watching the show and had like an epiphany moment, really. But I love it. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. It's been with me through a lot, and it's really good. Next question. What are some of your favorite trans-related pieces of media? What would you suggest people look into first, either fiction or nonfiction? So I don't really look into media a lot for like trans-related media, mostly because I'm very picky about what I watch, and I don't really enjoy serious stuff. And every fucking trans-focused piece of media on the planet is all serious stuff. Oh, oh god, my family doesn't accept me and it sucks. It's all bad. The only like good movie that the only trans movie I ever watched was The Danish Girl, which was a pretty good movie. They should have casted a trans woman for it, but oh well. Eddie Redmayne did a good job. And I gotta say, as far as, this might be mean to say, but I'm gonna say it anyways. As far as cis people go, Eddie Redmayne is the most trans cis person I've ever seen in my goddamn life. But that doesn't make it any better. But honestly, when anybody know how I can roll back so I can start the beginning of the stream? I think you might have to check the VOD once it's done. I'm not certain. Sorry. What was I saying? Oh yeah, when it comes to trans-related media, though, I don't really watch movies and stuff. I usually, or like media or like anything, I will go and I'll watch or view or, you know, engage in things made by trans creators, because a lot of the time that trans energy will make its way through. I watch, you know, trans streamers sometimes. That's it.
Trans music artists.
Oh yeah, trans music artists. I listen to a lot of those. I recommend for trans music artists, if you like freaking punk stuff, Against Me is super good. If you're trans and you know of rock music, you probably have heard of that whole thing. But Cave Town's super good. It's a very, you know, chill type music. Who else? Fucking, I met I recently discovered the Warriors band. I literally noticed that last night, and it fucking slaps. I played a song called They Them Theirs at the pre-stream. Steam Powered Giraffe is not something I've listened to, but yeah, I think one of the leads is a trans woman. There's a bunch of music out there, but yeah, personally, I just kind of engage in smaller scale trans media, like nothing really trans focused. It's just trans creators. Next question. Tips for coming out as a trans femme person. My household situation has a reputation for being relatively phobic, to the point of trying to act like they forget what I've already told them about my sexuality and religious beliefs, but being closeted at home is being increasingly harder and harder. That's a tough one. I kind of touched on coming out earlier, and the same sort of stuff applies. You know, kind of bring up the topic of trans people as best as you can, and see how they react to it.
Stay safe.
Stay safe is the thing. It's a tough balancing act between, like, staying safe and doing what is best for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I have the best advice on this one, because it's not something I've really lived through. Like,
move to Canada.
Yeah. Yeah, date a trans girl who lives in Canada and then move up there, and then yeah. It sucks. It's hard. Stay safe at the end of the day. Like, don't get yourself like, I don't know. Don't get yourself in trouble. Don't get yourself hurt. Don't get yourself, you know, kicked out or anything. Please make happy trans media. Absolutely. Please.
Please make happy
Honestly,
trans media.
I just want to see, like, fucking an episode of Kitchen Nightmares where one of the servers is trans. That's all I'm looking for.
I said happy. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. But, like, I want trans people in media. I don't want trans media. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The only trans person I've ever seen in, like, a reality show is the one episode of Queer Eye.
Yeah.
That's about it.
That's it.
That's kind of it.
Yeah.
There's some. I know there's like a lot of trans women in media, or some reality shows. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. It's rare. It's rarely done good. But anyways, as for coming out, back to coming out, it's you know, test the waters, stay safe above all else. Surround yourself with friends who, you know, see you for who you are, and, you know, try and focus on that. Spend more time with them as best as you can. I get it, because, like, my grandparents, I'm out to them, but they have a habit of misgendering me, or dead naming me at times, which is very frustrating. I'm going to be living with them soon, and that's going to suck. So I absolutely get how it can be really hard to be closeted at home. Because that's just like that, but times 10. So, test the waters, stay safe. That's all I know. Alright, next question. There's typically not an answer to the question, when did you know, but when did you first say to yourself that you were a girl or trans, and what led up to that realization of beginning of acceptance? I already talked about that. It was when I was used she, her pronouns by my doctor, or if you want to go further back to when I ID'd as non-binary, when I was talking about gender roles with my friend on Facebook, and that happened. And then, yeah, that's that, and then that's how it happened. It was pretty much just both times, it was just like a switch was flipped, and I was like, oh. Next question is, were you ever in the closet? If so, how long and for what reasons? Knowing what you know now, would you come out differently? Let me start out with that last one. Holy shit, yes, I would come out differently. Oh, that was bad. I wouldn't have worked at the casino for starters. But as for in the closet, not particularly. Like I said, my family doesn't really have a coming out procedure. You just kind of show up one day as the thing, and they're like, okay. Ooh, excuse me, okay. But, like, I was in okay, so here's the deal. I was never in the closet in, like, the traditional sense. I wasn't hiding who I was from outside people, like, ever. I was kind of in the closet in my own head, though. I, for years, just didn't really accept who I was or anything. I just, you know, like I said, I floated through. I just was. But yeah. Next question. Is there any specific story behind the name Sophie? What about Baby? 2 months of name choosing. So I actually had rules for the name Sophie. I had rules for the name that I chose, rather. So here's the deal. I got rules for names. The best names have less syllables. The less syllables, the better. However, one syllable isn't always your best option. It's not to say it's bad. For example, Duke is a fantastic name, and he's the name of my boyfriend, and I love him. But in my opinion, the best possible type of name is a 2-syllable name with a 1-syllable nickname. The less syllables, the better. Absolutely. I cannot stress that enough. 2 syllables is nice because it's nice, it's good, and then the 1 single syllable nickname is nice because it's just quick, it's easy. Soph, exactly, there's my nickname, right? So that was my rules. I had to have a 2-syllable name. I said 2 to 3 is what I chose when I was choosing. 2 to 3 with a nickname that was shortened, like a nicknameable name that was shortened. It could be shortened. Fuck, I can't talk. So those are my rules, and I just basically went through names for like 2 months. I originally was thinking about choosing a name that started with the same letter as my dead name, but I did not end up doing that because they all sucked, and I couldn't find any that I liked. I went with Sophie because it slaps. Fun little quiet fact. 2 facts, actually. 2 little fun facts. I originally was thinking of choosing the name Ramona, as in Ramona Flowers. But my friends all told me it sounded like an old grandma name, and I was like, oh, okay. So I didn't choose that name. It didn't really sit with me anyways, because it had too many syllables. The other fun little fact is, when I was thinking of names, right, I thought that one of the characters in Kingdom Hearts, from the very first game, I thought that chick on the island was named Sophie. And I was like, oh, that's a nice name, but I can't choose it. It's based off a video game character. That's silly, which, by the way, is bullshit. You can absolutely choose your name after a video game character. But then I looked it up, and her name was actually Selfie, and I was like, wow, that's stupid and silly, because that's already a word. So I chose the name Sophie, because I was like, oh, it's not actually Sophie, it's Selfie. Fuck yeah. So, yeah, that's where the name Sophie came from. Yeah. Here's my story.
Hell yeah.
Next question is, have the friends you've made recently helped you be happier and more comfortable? What would you say is your favorite part of the community you've grown? Okay, first part, yes, absolutely. My friends are just the only, thing that have made, I can't talk. My brain is frazzled because I've been answering so many questions. I'm on rapid fire right now.
It's all right.
Yeah. The friends I've made have made me who I am. They have made me extremely comfortable with myself. They've made me happy. They've made me excited to be who I am. I cannot stress enough how important the friends I've made have been towards, helping me accept myself. Duke in particular, made, a piece of art of me way back in the day. When we first met, we barely were even friends at the time. He made, a little doodle of me. And that was, that might have been just the moment where I realized, whoa, I can be seen by others as a girl. It was pretty wild. It was like an Adventure Time style little doodle. It was really cute.
Yeah, well, you said you liked Adventure Time.
Yeah. Also, Duke, that was Duke's way of flirting with me, by the way.
It was. I just handed her gifts because I can't talk to pretty girls.
I love you.
Well, I can, but God, I had a crush on her.
I love you.
I love you.
It's cool. I had a crush on you too. We should date or something. I think we both like each other.
We really should.
Do you want to go on a date? Maybe get married or something?
Sure. Sounds good.
Next question. How do you feel knowing you inspire so many people to just have fun and be themselves? What's it like when someone tells you they want to be like you or that you're their goals? That is the sweetest fucking thing I've ever read in my life.
Yeah.
I can tell you it's very, very nice to see here. It's gosh, wow. It's hard to accept, it's hard to believe, I would say. My whole transition was, kind of took the big leap when I watched, other trans streamers. And saw hey, that could be me, right? And so knowing that I've hit a point where I can positively affect others in their transition and give them hope and, give them something to aim for is so lovely and wonderful. And I cannot stress enough how, proud I am that I've gotten to that point where I can, make a very tangible difference in people's lives. It's amazing, and I never take it for granted. It's so wonderful. I've seen a lot of people grow into, I don't want to say better versions of themselves because that's me, but more comfortable versions of themselves, and it's so wonderful to see. And I'm happy. I'm happy with, all these people and all they've gotten to do, and I'm proud that I've had a hand in that, I guess. It's nice. It's really nice. It's a little nerve-wracking at times because sometimes you're just sitting there and you're like, wow, I have influence.
Oh my God, you're an influencer.
I'm an influencer, but yeah. And when people say they want to be like me or that I'm their goals, holy shit, that just sends me over the moon. That is so flattering. Wow. considering all the, dysphoria I've faced in my life and just the, difficulties I've had getting to where I am today, to hear that people wish that they were, wish they looked like me or whatever, or want to be like me is just, it's really sweet and nice. So thank you for that. Next question. Did you look up to Penny, that'd be Penny Snapcube, I imagine, as goals like so many people look up to you now? What about when you started working with her and being a friend? What about now? Did she give you any words of wisdom, translated or otherwise, and would you like to pass any of that on now? So I'm gonna make this quick because I know Penny doesn't really like a big focus to be put on her gender identity most of the time, but I definitely did look up to Penny very much. This is, for people who were here at the channel when it like first started, this ain't a secret, but many people have pointed out that I at times sound similar to Penny. I don't think that's Snapcube adjacent. That was a big meme when I first started the channel. It's not necessarily as similar now as it used to be. Penny definitely was like a big voice inspiration for me. But as for like when we started, working together and I started being her friend, she was more of just like an inspiration in terms of like she was the same age as me. She was doing stuff I wanted to do and she was doing all of it and she was being successful and that was exciting to me and I was like, wait, I can do that too. And that's more where the inspiration came from. As for when like, we started working together, I think it got to a point once we became, as we started getting closer where and as, my own stuff started, taking off, where it became less of an inspiration and more of just like a, just a buddy now.
Camaraderie.
Camaraderie, exactly. That's a good point. That's a very, very good word. Yeah, it's more camaraderie now. As for like wisdom, she never gave me any trans-related advice because we don't, but she gave me really good advice as a content creator. Specifically regarding setting boundaries. And, she talked about how when you're, a creator, you have to set boundaries with your audience. As much as you want to be an open book a lot of the time, you have to make sure you're keeping enough to yourself because, as much as, you want to befriend everybody who comes into your chat, you can't just, blindly allow everybody to know all these facets of your life all the time, all the dang time. And you have to know what you're comfortable with sharing and what you're comfortable with people knowing. And you have to be, aware of what you will be comfortable with down the line. Right now, I'm... Like, for example, I don't talk about being trans very often, obviously outside of today. But I don't talk about it very often because I know that a lot of the time I'm not feeling super comfortable about people knowing that. I don't want that to be what people focus on. And that's, part of the boundaries I've built. But yeah, that's the advice she's given to me. And it's important, I think. Oh, my fucking neck hurts. Next question. What's one piece of advice I wish someone had told me earlier in relation to transitioning? Take the plunge. Thanks, Duke. Yeah, just take the plunge. Oops. Sorry about my mic. I wish I could have been told that I was allowed to be a girl. Like... I didn't have to settle for anything. You can always, go, you can always go further than you feel like you're limited to. You're not limited to anything. There is no limits to what you can achieve when it comes to, gender identity and presentation and stuff like that. You can always go further and you don't have to settle for, oh, I guess I'll just, I'm stuck with this. You're not stuck with anything. You can just go. You can do everything. Experiment. Do things that make you happy. Surround yourself with people who will support you. Next question. What is one misconception about trans people or transition that you'd like to clear up? Are there any that come about in the trans community as well? What do you consider the best resources for people who are uninformed? Misconception about trans people, I would say, is, I've mentioned a couple times now, but just that whole deal with like, they're like, trans woman would be a woman with an asterisk. There is none of that. They just are a woman. And that's a misconception that annoys people. That doesn't really pop up in the trans community itself. I would say that like another big misconception is that you need dysphoria to be trans. It's not. You don't need dysphoria to be trans. Dysphoria is a shitty thing, but it's not what makes you trans. Being trans is if, you know, you're happy with being, you know, with presenting as you know, as what you're doing. Like, and there's trans people who think you need dysphoria to be trans, and that sucks.
Yeah.
As for like the best resources for people who are uninformed, just fucking ask a trans person.
Yeah, fucking join the Discord.
Like, not every trans person is going to be okay with, you know, answering that sort of stuff. So don't just go to random people and be like, hey, how do you feel about this? But preface it, be like, hey, can I ask a trans question?
Join AMA streams.
Join AMA streams. Go look up videos on trans people and their, like, their experiences. And just know that every trans person is different. Like, I'm talking about all this stuff, but I'm not all-knowing, you know? I've had a lot of years under my belt, but I'm not all-knowing. There's a lot of trans people who are going to have different opinions than me, different experiences. And so, you know, hear the opinions from multiple people. But yeah, I think that's it. Next question here is, what's it like being an influencer with the ability to influence people? I already pretty much answered that. Oh god, I just refreshed the page and there's a bunch more questions. Awesome. But yeah, I already pretty much answered that. It's wild. Next question, do you have any advice for those who want to experiment with gender but live in a conservative household? That's tough, but yeah, if you got friends that are cool in the IRL, in the meat space, fucking hang out with them and try on some clothes there or something. Do makeup parties with your buddies. You know, fucking in your bedroom, stick like a flip-flop under the door to keep it from opening. Try on some clothes, and then that way if they try to burst in, they can't get in because there's a flip-flop there, and then you can be just like, hold on, I'm just getting changed. I definitely suggest, like, joining online communities and experimenting with your name and pronouns with other people like that. It's really, really helpful to, like, actually talk to people and have them, you know, hear your name and stuff. Fucking, this is small, but, like, play video games as, you know, your fucking hashtag transition goals.
Animal Crossing's a good one.
Animal Crossing's a good one. I cannot tell you how much, like, euphoria Duke is experienced, just, like, from what he's told me, by having his name heard by these little cute animals.
When Timmy and Tommy say Duke, it makes me very happy.
But yeah, at the end of the day, stay safe. Ooh, this is a good question. I know lots about it, too.
Hell yeah.
This question is, are there any options for bottom surgery besides the two main ones? Yeah!
Yeah.
Okay, so bottom surgery is there's different types of bottom surgery, and here's how it works. So there is penile inversion vaginoplasty. Essentially, they chop your dick in half, they make the clit out of the head of the dick, they make the labia out of your, like, fucking ball skin and foreskin and stuff. And they drill a goddamn hole in you. That's, you know, not exactly what happens, but they make a vaginal canal out of, like, the, you know, the ball skin and stuff. And yeah, that's how it goes. That's, like, the standard one that most trans women get. The downside to this is, one, you gotta dilate. You gotta stick a piece of plastic inside of you to make sure the hole doesn't close up. And two, there's some complications that can happen. Sometimes hair can grow inside. That's a pretty rare thing, but it is possible. It's why you're supposed to get electrolysis done before you get the surgery. There can be other complications, like if you don't dilate properly, the vaginal canal can close up, and you're kind of just boned at that point. I think you can get another surgery. You can go back in to get it reopened, but obviously you don't want to do that. You'll have to get silver nitrate treatments. Essentially, there'll be, like, dead skin and stuff on there, and your doctor will have to clean that up. It won't, the feeling should be pretty good. You should be able to feel it just fine, but it won't be able to self-lubricate, so you'll need to use a lot of lube when you're boning. You can also get that same surgery without the vaginal canal. It's exactly as it sounds. It's you got the labia, you got the clit, but just there's no pussy hole in there. So you don't have to dilate at that point. The recovery time's a lot quicker, but you can never have a ding-dong or other stuff inside of you. Very, very good option for people who are asexual, or just, like, are cool with getting boned in the butt, or other stuff. Just if it's not a main thing for you, great option because you'll heal a lot faster and you don't have to deal with a lot of the issues. Also, I should mention that like the vagina they craft is good looking. These are done by like professional. Obviously, they're professional, but they're done by like plastic surgeons and stuff. And the vagina is pretty much identical to like a cis vagina. It looks real good. The other option for this is I forget what it's called, but essentially it's a similar procedure. They still, do the penile inversion, but for making the vaginal canal, they use skin from your colon. And this has some benefits because it can self-lubricate. However, the feeling, you feel it a lot less, if at all, which is unfortunate, because, obviously you want to feel your bits. But also, it smells like poopy, because it's made from your colon. So, it's an option for some people, but I would argue probably not the most good option. There is another one, which has a super cool story behind it. It's called peritoneal pull-through vaginoplasty. Essentially, it's still penile inversion, and it's very similar to the one where they use the colon, but except when they're making the vaginal canal, they use a skin graft from your peritoneal lining, which is basically the stuff that holds your guts together. And it's great because the peritoneal lining is the right color, it's nice and pink, it can self-lubricate, you can feel it, and it has no chance of hair growing in there. The thing about this is, there is no, there's not a lot of like long-term studies done on this, and only a few people in the world have it because it was invented in 2017. It's a fairly new surgery. It's actually got a super interesting story behind it. A trans woman with no medical background, no formal education, nothing, was like, hey, I don't like the existing options for pussies. And so she basically did a bunch of research on her own time, made a research paper, and came up with this idea for this surgery based on an existing surgery they did in, I believe it's India and Serbia, if I'm correct. I could be wrong on that though. And basically, she took this existing surgery that they did for like intersex people there to basically build a vagina from scratch. And this is what they were doing. And it just hadn't been done on any trans women yet. And so she made this paper and explained how it could work. And she brought it to a surgeon and she was like, hey, what do you think? And the surgeon was like, wait, you got a point here. And they looked into it. And so, yeah, it became a thing. At the moment, there's only a very small handful of surgeons doing this operation in America. It has never been done in a lot of other countries, but I am going to actually be talking to my surgeon when the time comes, and I'm going to try and convince them to do it on me. So fingers crossed, because it seems like just a fucking good way to do it. It seems like the better option. It's just new, and so, not a lot of knowledge there's not a lot of knowledge on it. But yeah, so that's all the types of vaginoplasty that I'm aware of. There may be more, but those are like the main ones. Yeah. Oh, I should also talk. You just asked for bottom surgery in general. I guess I may as well talk really quickly about phalloplasty. So phalloplasty is for trans dudes. For getting a dick crafted. There's a bunch of stuff. There's phalloplasty and metoidioplasty. Are the two main ones. Essentially, so when a trans man is on T, the clitoris grows. It grows into like usually around like an inch and a half long. And it, for all intents and purposes, is a dick. It grows some foreskin. It acts like a dick. Obviously, there's no hole there, but otherwise, it's a dick, and it gets hard normally. And it's a dick. It's just a little small. It gets to the size of like a micro penis. And essentially, metoidioplasty, what that does is they can get rid of the labia around there to make it more phallic looking, and they can also like run your urethra through it so you can like pee standing up. The other one is phalloplasty, and this one is fucking wild. So phalloplasty, they take a skin graft from both your arm and I believe your thigh or the side of your stomach. There's a few different places they can take it from. They take a huge ass skin graft, right? Roll that shit up like a sausage. Slice a little bit out to make the head of the dick. Poke a hole in the top. Glue that shit on. Craft some balls out of your labia. and boom, you got a dick. It can feel. You can feel pretty good. Um, it like you can get your urethra filtered through it, so you can pee out of it. You can get like an erectile implant, which essentially, or penile implant, which essentially it's like a pump, and you pump up one of the balls to get hard. And it's super interesting. It's wild. How it works. I do wish there was more research going into like trans men, like phalloplasty surgeries, because I feel like not a lot. I feel like trans women can get like a whole perfectly crafted pussy, and trans dudes, they get like they get a pump.
They get a fucking clown balloon.
Yeah, and essentially the reason for that is the scientists don't know how to make the flesh bits in like a cis penis that fills up with blood to make the dick hard. They don't know how to make that gunk. So because of that, they can't get the blood to fill it up naturally. If they could figure that out, theoretically they should be able to make like a dick that just gets hard on its own, because you know, the vagina and the clitoris already, you know, fill up with blood and get big. But yeah, they can also move the clitoris like to the base of the newly crafted neo-penis, to make sure you got, you know, the feeling down there. It's a little wonky because like you think of a dick, and normally the most feeling, right, is at the head of the penis. But because the clitoris is at like the base for this one, it would be down there. It's super interesting. But yeah. Oh yeah. Also, no eyes in blindfold mentioned in chat. There's also orchiectomy for trans women, where you get your testicles removed, which can help limiting your body produce testosterone. Very nice. Okay, I think that's everything for bottom surgery that I know of. I might be missing some small stuff, but next question. I'm in the middle of my gender crisis, so how does one really know they're trans, and how do you navigate figuring it out when in an unsupportive environment? Figure out you're trans is very much an internal thing. There's no one way to figure it out. But essentially, you gotta answer the question, would I be happier if I were insert gender, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would I be happier presenting like this? Would I be happier living my life this way? If the answer is yes, congratulations, you are trans.
Also, just consider that a lot of cis people never go through a gender crisis.
It's true. Yeah, cis people usually don't have a, like cis people can question, but they usually don't go through a gender crisis. At the end of the day, you don't have to settle on a label. I think that's the most important thing I can tell you. You can experiment. You can be fucking like non-binary dude one day, and like completely androgynous, genderless the next, and then like complete femme chick the next day. You can be gender fluid, you can be non-binary, you can be a binary trans person, you can be all over the place, and you can change it every single day if you want. It doesn't matter.
What matters is that you're comfortable.
What matters is you're comfortable. Experiment, figure it out. As for navigate figuring it out when in an unsupportive environment, I kind of talked about this earlier, but essentially, go talk like with like friends, talk with trans people, join communities on like Discord and stuff.
Join our Discord.
Yeah, join our Discord. Experiment in like online communities, or if you have IRL supportive friends, experiment with them. Also, somebody just asking a question. Vienna Winters just asked, my main question was if there was a low-maintenance alternative to pussy hole. Unfortunately not. If you get the vaginal canal, you have to dilate. It's just part of the deal. Now, there's some misconceptions with that. A lot of people think you have to dilate for the rest of your life. That's only half true. You have to dilate for a really long time. But if you are getting dicked down regularly, after a while, you don't have to. You may not have to dilate anymore. It can be enough. Essentially, you have to dilate over time. You slowly get like bigger and bigger dilators, which are these big plastic shitty dildos. Yeah, but if you're getting dicked down regularly, eventually you probably won't have to. Some people do, but you might not have to. But yeah, if you're not getting dicked down though, yeah, you'll have to do it forever. That being said, if one day you just choose, I don't want a pussy hole anymore, you could just stop dilating and it would be okay. But I wouldn't recommend that, because what if you change your mind, right? If you change your mind, you're kind of boned at that point. You'd have to get another surgery to get it reopened, and that can fuck stuff up. But yeah. Next question. Sometimes you hear about gender euphoria when someone transitions, where they really get into their gender presentation and think they kind of overcompensate, but slowly settle down into their comfort zone in regards to it. Did you ever experience this? / what kind of thing, activity, clothing, etc., were you really jazzed about pre-transition, but not too much as time has gone on? I kind of undercompensated my entire time. I never, like, really... I wasn't confident enough to do anything with myself. So no, I wouldn't say I really overcompensated with much. I kind of just built up to my comfort zone very, very slowly, like over several years. I definitely could have come out better. I didn't take the plunge. What was the one option without the pussy hole again? Is that one low maintenance? Yeah, that's the one where you just, it's the same penile inversion, but there's no vaginal canal made. And that is very low maintenance. It just is. But if you get that one, you cannot get a vaginal canal later. You can't. There is no way. So if you choose that one, you gotta keep that one. But yeah, onto this question. Oh yeah, zero depth vaginoplasty. That's what it's called. Thank you, Monoculus. But yeah, as for like I said, just I don't know. I didn't jump into a lot. I wish I got that experience, honestly. I do. I think that sort of overcompensating thing, that really getting into your gender presentation, I'm super supportive of that, and it can be a really nice feeling. And I wish I got some of that, but no, I was very slow with my transition, which is okay as well. I'm very, very happy with where I've gotten to. Next question. Sometimes you hear about... Wait, this is the exact same question. It got sent twice. Next question. How's it feel to know that you are cooler and sexier than the majority of people on this planet? It slaps. Next question. Do you have any advice for trans femme voice training? I've kind of hit a brick wall on voice dysphoria. Has got me down. Fucking mood. Let me think. Work on your vocal resonance. You know, you don't want your chest to be vibrating while you're talking. Make your sort of mouth smaller. Make your tongue kind of pressed, like angle it forward a little bit, and your voice will stay higher. Keep that larynx up. You want to, like, with your larynx, you want to pull it up, and then you want to, like, pull it back, is how people describe it. And basically, it'll keep the larynx back there. Like,
put it up in your nose.
Put it all the way up to your nose. But yeah, basically, you want to get to a point where your larynx, like, is almost invisible on your neck. Like, it's high as it can go, and you just want it to stay there. And then it takes some time to get used to talking like that without it sounding kind of just like you've only got one. Like, it's kind of tough to get your full range of voice with the larynx up there. But you'll get there eventually. It's gotten to the point for me where I don't really my larynx doesn't lower anymore. I just kind of stays up there. It's just I'm just used to it. I can lower it, but it's hard. The link I sent on Twitter was really useful. Hell yeah, yeah. Hold on, let me go grab that right now. Oops. Let me find it. Boop. There we go. I'll post this somewhere later, but that is a Google Doc for voice training, if anybody wants to take a look into that. Alrighty. Next question. Last one I have so far is, I am non-binary and I have a loving GF who treats me like the gender I am. But this really put into perspective how much I'm treated as a budget dude or budget gal by others. Fuck, I get that. Oof. Depending on context. I don't know if you have any insight in the specific area, but how can I get so many people in my life to think beyond the binary and respect who I am? That's really complicated. It's really tough for non-binary folks, since there is, like, at the end of the day, there's not really a passing, right? There is no passing for non-binary folk, because it's not something that people see in the general, you know, it's not in the general public consensus. I wish I could answer that really well.
I have a little thing.
You got a little thing? Hit me with it.
Yeah, so I was talking to my psychology professor. She's very, very, very cis. And she was telling me about how last year she had another trans student who explained to her what non-binary is and, like, how to use the they, them things. And I guess you just kind of have to, like, slowly walk them through it, like, go, oh, you know, like, I talked to my doctor. They said this. Like, you kind of have to, like, go, you know, like nothing, not everything has to be binary in like
Yeah,
the English language and
it kind of
stuff.
sucks that you have to like explain it.
Just like basic fucking English, and
Yeah.
hopefully they'll like, I don't know.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of it is just kind of explaining how it
Yeah.
works to people.
Just hold them by the hand.
Hold them by the hand.
I know it's frustrating. I'm
It's
sorry.
frustrating and it sucks. I would say surround yourself with as many people who already get it as possible.
Yeah.
It's tough. Yeah, I wish I had better answers for you. But yeah. That's it. That's all the questions.
Hell yeah.
We're done. We're dressed in a suit at the same time. I think that's every question I've got. Does anybody have any follow-up questions to questions that have already been asked? Does anybody have anything that they want to ask? You can just throw it in chat. I'm gonna start deleting old questions.
Sticker sheet, anyone?
Oh, cute. I would love that.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sophie's considering making some merch if you like any of these in particular.
Tell them.
Okay, Sophie's not considering making merch. Don't ever ask her for merch or annoy her for merch, because I would definitely hate making her merch.
The Take the Plunge one would be really good.
It really fucking would.
I can't believe we got like a trans rights quote for this stream.
We did it.
We did it.
Fucking we got the thing.
Now nobody's asking questions. Now they're just asking for merch. You did this, Duke.
This is a question. It is a question, darling.
I did a good job with the questions. Thank you. Yeah, my brain was very scattered as we went through it because I was just on, I was on fast question mode, but
You did a great job though.
Thank you. If I raid someone, Take the Plunge will absolutely be the raid phrase. Don't you worry.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna take a break once we're done with questions here. I'm just gonna delete them all right now. I'm gonna take a bit of a break. Oh, is there any options beside penis and vagina for surgery? No, unfortunately. You can't Ken doll it out.
Probably the closest is the vagina without a hole, though.
Yeah. It's a good option. I actually was gonna go for it. I actually had to talk to my doctor and be like, hey, cancel it! Cancel that shit! Because I was gonna go for that. But yeah, no, there's no, like, other option, unfortunately. Although, actually, you technically... Okay, so trans dudes can get a dick and a vagina at the same time. Those are fun little facts. Kinda? Yeah. You wouldn't be able to get the dick hard, but...
Yeah, it looks really uncomfortable,
yeah,
like if
no,
you did anything with either of them.
Uh-huh, but it's technically possible.
It's technically possible.
Yeah, it's not exactly like an ideal time, though. Do you have any tips on finding / making more accepting friends if you're, like, really socially anxious? Join a Discord server. Seriously.
If you're at, like, a school or something, there can be Gender and Sexuality Alliance, LGBT clubs, stuff like that. But that's kind of only if you're at, like, a college or a school or anything.
Yeah. Seriously, join a Discord. It's so good.
Join a Discord.
I cannot tell you how good that has been for, like, my self-confidence joining a Discord. Our Discord in particular is extremely supportive and welcoming and accepting. I know joining a Discord can be a little awkward when you first get in. You're like, what do you do? Who do you talk to? But just, like, take the plunge.
Take the plunge!
Take the plunge! A Discord cracked your egg? Fuck yeah, Blue!
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Oh, also, one piece of advice I'm just going to give to anybody who's looking to transition but doesn't know how to start, because I'm surprised that question didn't come out. If you're looking to start hormones and you don't know where the fuck to start, take a look in your area and see if there are any, like, trans clinics, or specifically, if you are, like, under 25-ish, I believe it is, see if there's, like, a trans-friendly youth group around. They are so helpful. The thing about youth groups specifically, right, is since they're used to working with, like, you know, people down on their luck or people who are younger, they are very kind and understanding and usually very knowledgeable since they're giving that knowledge out to a lot of people. And they're super helpful. They have given me everything I could ever want. What kind of Discord servers do I recommend? Any, like, Discord servers for creators. I don't recommend very big Discord servers. Like, I don't recommend joining, for example, the Beat Saber Discord and talking in there about being trans, because, unfortunately, people in very big Discord servers are shitty. But if you go to a Discord server for, like, a creator that you know is trans-friendly, or is trans themselves, or something like that, it's a hell yeah. Also, trans men are men, trans women are women. Non-binary folks are non-binary. Non-binary folks are cool as hell. Not a lot of people talk about trans men enough. That's my quote for today. Not enough people talk about trans dudes. Dude, got anything you want to say about trans dudes?
Trans rights. I don't know.
They're
just
cool
like,
and sexy as hell.
Don't call your trans guy friends uwu soft boys. Some of us don't want to be fucking soft.
Yeah, okay, there's something I'll say. Don't treat trans people like the stereotypes.
Please.
Yeah. Like, okay, here's the deal, right? You see all these posts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fucking, trans women can be masculine, trans men can be feminine, etc., etc. But here's the thing. Yeah, they absolutely can.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of them don't want to be, so don't assume that they're okay with that.
Yeah.
I see so many, the only trans men posts I ever see are like, trans men are allowed to be feminine, but it's
yes.
they're allowed
I
to
don't
be
want to sound
masculine too.
shitty, but I when I get down and I'm like, hey, I actually want to, like, you know, like, look for, like, you know, like, trans men positivity things. I go on and they're like, makeup tips for making your face look more masculine. And I'm like, shit. And then, like, under that, it's like, you can be a soft boy. And I'm like, I don't want to be a soft boy. It's a little frustrating, but like, it's nice that a lot of people are being, you know, like, gender non-conforming, and toxic masculinity is a thing. And I know there's like a subsection of trans guys who kind of embrace that and use it in a negative sense. And I just wish that there was like a bigger group of people who kind of had like a medium sense in between, like, ooh, soft boy and nobody's valid except for like dudes who look like fucking like Arnold Schwarzenegger or whatever.
God. Every time I ever see like a post where it's like before and after and one of the people's a trans dude, they're always just jacked to shit. And like, first off, good on them on an individual level, but that's all I ever see on every post. It is gonna be you.
Covered assigned soft boy, don't you fucking
assigned soft boy at birth?
Shit.
Ass bab.
I'm gonna put that, like, I'm gonna tattoo that on my ass, and people are gonna be like, what the fuck does that mean?
Ass bab.
Ass bab.
Okay, is there anything else you want to say, darling, before we head to a BRB screen for a little bit?
Support trans artists.
Support trans artists. Support trans fartists.
Those two.
Support. Support my boyfriend.
Aw. Support my girlfriend.
Aw. That's me.
That's you.
Support my husband.
Support my wife.
Okay, I'm gonna take a little break. I will see y'all in probably 5 minutes. We're gonna go back to Kingdom Hearts after this. We're gonna, cause it's been a little while and I want to play it. Yeah. So
I gotta propose first. We gotta live together.
See y'all in like 5 to 10 minutes.
welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream that just started for the first time.
It just started. That's crazy.
Wow. I'm fucking tired. That took a lot of energy out of me. I didn't expect that.
It sure did. Wow.
That's okay, though.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, do y'all want to play Kingdom Hearts 2?
No. Wait.
Then get out!
Oh,
Go!
Okay. Okay.
Go!
Ah!
I'm kidding. I love you.
I love you.
Kingdom Hearts 2 Kingdom Hearts 2 Kingdom Hearts 2 Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Farts.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Farts.
Fucking controller. I'm excited. It's been a while. I grinded a bunch after the last stream because we died so many times, and I got a very good ability called Once More, which will help us survive those hammer assholes.
Could you say that again once more?
I did some grinding and I got a cool ability. Shut the fuck up, Duke.
I love you.
I love you. The ability is called Once More. Roxanne the Trans Beeper, thank you for the follow.
Woohoo!
Oh, I gotta adjust my mic. It's too high here. There we go. There we go. Oh my god, it's been so long since we played Kingdom Hearts. Oh, also I got a mod that fixes our dash, so it's slightly further now.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, it's so minor, but unfortunately there's no mod to fix all the other physics glitches, but
Tragic.
it's one thing at least.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so the last time we played, Twilight Town was ungarbaged. Last time we were here, if y'all remember. Or when we left last, rather, there was like fucking darkness surrounded it, and we couldn't come back. But handy dandy enough, the darkness went away, and now we're back. But Cypher got his ass kicked, and Vivi was like, "It's Cypher, he's dying at the Sandlot. He's bleeding out, Sora, please help him."
Yay. I mean, no.
There's no mod to fix Atlantica. No, there's not.
Oh, that's tragic.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Cypher, your coat's clipping through the ground a little bit.
We'll take it from here.
Just a lot. It's
Honestly,
fine.
I was thinking about just turning off the 60 FPS for Atlantica, but I kind of love the broken garbage.
It is kind of fun, though.
It's so funny. But yeah, I got a couple of new moves. I don't remember what they are because it's been so long, but
Yeah.
it's fine. Most important is Once More.
Once more.
Once more.
Once more.
The way Once More works, by the way, if we're caught in a combo, and the combo attacks like don't bring us to 0 HP, the follow-up attacks can't kill us either. But if an attack is strong enough to take away all of our HP, it will still kill us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
God, that sliding is so awkward, though.
As you can see, he's doing way less damage to us now, though.
Thank goodness. It doesn't take exactly half HP.
Another broken thing with the physics is this move where I grab them, unfortunately, is broken.
Yeah. I still love how you can just kind of slide around, though.
That's very good. And that's normal. That's base game.
What?
Oh yeah, that's sliding around is base game.
Yeah, okay. Fine.
Hey, we did it. Look at that. Easy peasy.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Lemon fucking
Easy.
Impressive.
easy. Impressive.
Impressive.
Oh, I'm not sharing the screen with you.
By the
You
way,
are not.
have you seen a man named Axel? I expect he's here somewhere.
Like I care.
You
Like
see,
a kid.
Axel's no longer
Like a
acting in
kid.
our best interest.
Is he with the organization too?
Yes.
You're having a fight. Not a very organized organization.
Oh, tell him, Sora.
Don't let your
Kinda
guard
true,
down.
though.
Yeah, they're kind of
Axel will
all over the
stop at
fucking
nothing
place.
to turn you
They're all like
to
a
a
band.
hardness.
They're all like betraying each
Hey,
other and
thanks for
like
looking out for us, mister.
fighting each other and killing each
I'm
other.
sure
and
we
it's
can take
like,
care of
what
ourselves
the fuck?
just fine.
Glad to hear it. Axel aside, it would break our hearts to hear something happen to you.
Hearts? You don't have any hearts.
Oh shit.
True, we don't have hearts.
Oh, it's
But
this guy.
we remember
How
what
did
it
he
was
get
like.
his hair all trapped up in there?
That's what makes us special.
Darkness power. Whoa! K-Par donated
Wait.
$15 and said trans rights a right to eat. Fuck yeah, thank you so much, and that's
Woohoo.
goal.
Sora,
Nom nom.
you
Om
just
nom
keep
nom.
on fighting those heartless.
And I'm gonna
Let's
crack
jump
up.
in after him.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the cutscene.
I'm not sure, but maybe he'll
Does he
lead
have
us to the
fucking
organization's
pointy
room.
ass ears.
Don't be reckless.
He an elf boy?
You want to end up like Riku?
What?
Why is he an elf?
You know.
Hmm.
Hey,
Anyways, I'm increasing the goal.
Nice.
what did he mean? End up like Riku.
Hey,
Oh yeah, Riku.
how about you get out of my town now? You've caused enough trouble.
We saved your lives!
Have it your way. Come
Burger
on,
King?
guys.
Hold it.
Make up your mind.
Hey, Burger King?
This goes to the strongest guy in Twilight Town.
Who?
Thanks, but we don't really need it.
I think the game's a little quiet. I'm gonna turn it up.
Yeah,
Goofy, canonically the strongest guy in Twilight Town.
it's true. Goofy fucks.
Oh, Sora!
Goofy fucks strong.
Pence, right? Do you know a girl named Kyrie? Kyrie? I sure do. Then you better come to the station.
Hell yeah! I got Cypher's
God.
trophy.
Kyrie time.
Kyrie time. Yeah, if y'all remember, Kyrie showed up here at some point earlier. Also, I'm gonna. Oops. Aha. Oh, we're playing on a PlayStation. It's okay, everybody.
Whoopsies.
It's fine.
Whoopsies.
Here we go. What did these guys say? You just caught Cypher off guard, you know? Upset. Same.
Upset. Upset.
I don't like this. You can have that trophy for now, but I'll be getting it back. Oh, yeah.
This dude has like two fucking magical ass
fuck.
glowing keyblades.
We've got a hammer guy boss fight.
Hammer guy. Hammer guy.
I gotta save first.
Dude.
We'll go hang out with.
Smart,
we'll
smart.
hang out with Kyrie, and then we'll come back to Hammer Guy.
Yeah, it's a weird PlayStation overlay. Don't worry.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Wait, who has a son? Oh, Goofy.
Wait. Sora has a
sons.
son.
Yeah.
Yeah, Goofy and Donald created. I don't know Goofy's son's name.
Max.
Max. Wait, is his name Max
Hey!
Goofy?
Hey,
What? No, Goofy's the first
so
name.
how do you guys know
Oh.
Kyrie?
What's his last name?
I don't know. Pain.
My name is Goofy Payne.
Kyrie was really here?
Yeah. And she said she was looking for you.
Tell me where she is.
Well,
Source pointing a gun at their head.
Romantic story.
His last name is
Around.
fucking
She was
Goof?
bound to show
That
up.
sucks.
yeah.
Is
he said
Goofy's
he's coming
name
back.
Goofy Goof?
I guess so.
What took you so long, Kyrie?
Goofy Goof.
Somehow, I just knew you'd
Hey,
be
so
here.
hey, Sophie.
Uh-huh.
I tell you, Kyrie.
My last name isn't gonna
you've
be
got a lot of
Armstrong
guts
anymore. It's gonna be
jumping
Goof.
right into the darkness like that.
Yeah, okay.
I'm Duke Goofum.
Jesus
Kids
Christ.
just wanted to run.
Ah!
Oh no.
Yeah, Kyrie gets kidnapped again.
Let go!
It's fine.
Just not even trying. Come on.
Oh god, no.
Oh no. I'm getting kidnapped.
Oh no.
Disney executive trademarking Goofy Goof. It's perfect. It is perfect.
Kyrie.
You think it might have been Axel?
Sorry.
Hey, it's not your fault. Come on, cheer up.
Sorry, you're such a good boy. What the
Guy
fuck?
can even say
He
that.
is. It's almost like he's got a
I
heart
gotta
of gold or
help Kyrie.
something.
Oh, good one, Goofy. You broke the fucking trophy.
Jesus,
That was
Goofy.
close.
Oh, it almost goes to fucking things that the other thing went into.
Yeah, they all got the same
Aw.
colors.
That's cute.
Mm-hmm. Goofy's got one too. Because that's the one from the Data Twilight Town. Wait a minute, no, they got the wrong colors. Pence should have the other one. Pence and Hayner swapped them.
It's fine.
It's Soxus.
Blue, what did you send me?
Huh? What?
It's just a picture of the Wikipedia for Mrs. Goof. And there's just a picture of her face is hidden, but her feet are exposed.
Oh god. That's gonna be me.
No!
Sora's opening the door. Sora's blasting ass.
This is just all his fart power.
It's all his fart power. Love you. That sucked. Sorry if y'all can hear jingling, by the way. I got a new stim toy. It's really nice.
What just happened? A new road is open.
Way to be
Kyrie
vague,
and
Sora.
Riku are waiting somewhere along it.
You'd better hurry then.
You coming back?
Promise.
Promise. Cute. Hey, we got Oathkeeper.
Woohoo!
Oh shit, we get Limit Form here too. Limit Form is super good. It's
Nice.
it slaps. Limit Form is basically it's a drive form based on the Kingdom Hearts 1 moveset.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of neat.
I passed on the message as you so desired. I told the young Sora.
Okay,
to
so
keep
this dude
defeating
fucking
the
zaps
heartless.
in, already sitting. So where was he sitting originally?
Not only have you the
He, like,
power
sat
to
into the
inflict
portal.
pain,
He just sat into the
you
portal.
also have the power to plant
He's like on the
seeds of
fucking toilet.
doubt
He's like, "Ah, shit, late for a meeting."
in
Zap.
a receptive heart. Sora will soon begin to doubt himself. It will cause him to hesitate. And that hesitation will turn to anger. That anger
Bye, Evie
will
James.
fuel him
I don't know
to
why I
get
said
rid of
your
his
full
apprehension
Bye, James.
and move forward. He will pave the way for the future we desire.
Organization said
There's
the children are
something
the future.
I've meant to ask.
Mm-hmm.
About Axel, the poor fool. How long will he keep chasing the illusion of friendship when he himself lacks emotion? Trying so hard to retrieve what he has lost when it may never have existed in the first place. He deserves nothing more than our pity.
Fuck. Raw. Goddamn. There's some raw lines.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, Twilight Town's buzzing.
The king, Riku,
Oh boy.
and now I've lost Kyrie again too.
Watch out for the flash.
Wait, but Donald's not in his
You
seat.
know. Why, you're the key that connects
He's
everything.
not. He's just kind of
So
standing.
it's all my fault.
Gorge, I didn't mean that.
The guy
Just
turns
my
his head
fault
to
to you,
smack his
and we're sure
face.
to find him.
Donald, get in your seat.
Thanks, guys.
Donald, it's not safe. Put on
It's
your
not safe.
seatbelt.
I'm so sorry that they're flashing so much.
Follow Bastion. It's all covered in darkness. You're right, Chipper. I wonder what's going on.
I wonder what's going on.
We better hurry and check it out right away.
No. I'm gonna
Oh,
go do...
flashing lights, watch out.
Yeah, sorry for the lights. I'm gonna go do this world. Because I was waiting until Duke got here for it.
Aw. So sweet.
You're sweet.
You're sweet.
You're sweet.
Also, the flashing lights are over.
Yes, and we're gonna get a double speed fucking gummy mission again.
Oh, yes. Yes! It's time for the best part.
Are y'all ready?
Oh, I'm more than ready.
Running in the 90s.
Jesus Christ!
So good.
Kind of reminds me of a Sonic level a little.
A little bit. Oh, there he goes.
Oh, there he goes. Oh yeah, you got this. You got this.
Oh, I got this. Nothing can stop me. I'm all powerful. Oh my god, there's so much happening on screen.
There sure is. Nothing can beat your panic attacks.
It does kind of rule, doesn't it?
It does kind of rule.
It's so cool. Jesus fucking Christ. It's certainly more exciting than Kingdom Hearts 1 gummy missions.
Oh god, ain't that the truth. Goofy's mom died at a Grateful Dead concert? What? Blue! You are going deep into the fucking Goofy lore.
That's pretty fucking goofy.
Pretty fucking goofy. Haha, classic Goofy. Would she go into like the fucking mosh pit and die?
That's how
she
I'll
got
go.
moshed to death?
That's how I'll go.
No.
Ugh, I am like tired. How are you doing, darling?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Are you ready to see the freaking Nightmare Before Christmas world?
Yes. Yes. I am.
There he is. Jack Frost.
There he is. Jacksepticeye.
Top of the morning to you laddies. My name is Jack Skellington, and today we're gonna be playing Christmas.
Good
morning to you laddies.
No. Honestly, all I can think of is that one post where it's like, oh,
sorry, what
shit,
were you saying?
the dog pushed him in. Where he's all like, the fuck is in the air, the fuck, there's white shit everywhere. Like, that's all I can think of.
Hell yeah.
Hey, this is Halloween Town, right?
Well, it sure does look like Halloween.
Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah, I know.
More Christmas.
Hey, it's Zero. How have you been, boy?
God, I love that dog.
It's such a good dog. What a good boy.
Dog. Yeah, the costumes are just so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
So, is this town a little more easy to traverse through than like
Oh
Kingdom
yeah,
Hearts 1
absolutely.
version?
It's completely
Sick.
different.
At least they still got the fucking guillotine.
Oh,
It's that time of the
yeah.
year, gamers.
What's that for?
Time to bring the billionaires up.
Trying to bring the billionaires up.
God, that's cute.
It
Oh, this is so cute.
Oh. Nice landing.
Oh, its seat is a coffin.
Sora,
Yeah.
Donald, and Goofy.
We gotta watch this.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas? Don't you mean Happy Halloween?
Of course, Halloween greetings from Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King. Forgive me, I'm in a Christmas
Such a
mood.
fucking
You see,
baby.
I'm running the show again this year, but I need Santa Claus' blessing, so I'm off to Christmas Town.
You all right
Sandy
there?
Claus?
Sorry, I'm fiddling. I'm looking
I
for
think he
something.
means Santa Claus.
Oh well. Oh well.
Aren't these decorations wonderful?
How does
This year,
Christianity
Halloween
fit into the
Town's going to
cosmology of
handle
Kingdom Hearts?
Christmas,
No.
too.
I'm not allowing this?
But first, we have to
Well, I
visit
mean,
Sally.
if Mickey
She's
Mouse is
working on
Jesus.
something
No, I'm not allowing
self-respecting
this.
Santa Claus can do without. Come along, I'll show you.
And if Mickey Mouse done first,
Halloween Town Christmas.
is Sora just a prophet of Mickey?
Oh my fucking god.
You wanna go check it out?
Cute.
And if the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 1 happens in a church-like area
Darling, stop.
with stained glass,
Stop. I'm tired. Oh my god. It might be nap time after this stream.
that's so reasonable.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's the Rascals.
It's the Rascals.
Hello, Doctor. Where's Sally?
Can't you see that I'm in the middle of an experiment?
Angrily shuts my head at you.
Hey, this is way
I love
too
how she always
heavy.
has the face like, oh no, they're gonna fuck something else up.
Yeah.
You do, and you'll be sorry. Now bring it over here. Hee-ho!
Fucking Rascals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would be too.
Imbeciles! Now my experiment is ruined!
Sally, did you finish it? I want to show my good friends.
I'm sorry, Jack. I need a little bit more time.
Oh.
Well, that's all right. Just as long as it's ready for Christmas.
But, Jack...
I'd best be off. I've got to go get Sandy Claus right away. Wonderful to see you again. Goodbye for now.
God, I love this
Go
world.
get Santa Claus.
It's so cool. Sora's so fucking
I'm
cute!
afraid something
What the
terrible will happen
fuck?
if Jack goes through with this.
You can try that again.
Sora?
He'll just be super freaking sad for a second.
Look how cute he is.
Are those
Ah.
fellows in the town square with you?
Baby.
Huh? What fellows?
You know, the ones who wanted to spoil Halloween and Christmas? What are they called again? Heartless?
They're definitely not with us. But Donald, Goofy, and I can get rid of them for you. And then we can go see Santa.
He's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
But first, the Heartless.
Cool. Get out of my party, Jack. Bye.
No.
Uh-huh. Yuppers.
Yuppers.
I gotta use my transformations and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sick. Oh god, the lights are flashing in here. I fucked around with the settings for ages trying to fix all that, and it just didn't work, unfortunately.
It's alright. You tried your hardest.
I tried my darndest.
We're so proud of you.
Thank you.
Oh, they're so cute!
I know!
You things! Leave Halloween Town at once, by order of the mayor!
Cute.
Sophie, what game are you gonna play after this one?
358 days over 2.
Official, I can't
Hell
handle
yeah.
this by myself!
Also, that's a really funny joke.
I'm
I'm
only
only an elected official. I'm really excited for 358 days over 2. It gets a bad rap, and I wanna increase it. I wanna better it.
You wanna debad the rap?
I wanna debad that rap. taking some damages.
Yeah, because the fountain's evil.
Yeah, it's an evil-ass fountain.
It's a rude-ass fountain.
It's a rude-ass, evil-ass fountain.
Mm-hmm. It's an ass fountain.
It's an ass fountain. We're doing some crazy damage, though. Because I'm all over-leveled now. Yeah, I did quite a bit of grinding in between streams because I was tired of dying on stream.
Nice.
Yeah, I want to limit the amount of times I die on stream because it just wastes time. Nobody wants to watch me fight the same enemy for 6 years.
Yeah. But still, like, you're doing really well.
Thank you.
And it's fun watching you, so like,
yeah.
Hey. Oh, Blue just wants to start after Kingdom Hearts 2 instead of...
You should play Kingdom Hearts 2 because it's the best one. How is Sandy Claus supposed to relax with all this going on? That's it, fellows. Sandy Claus needs bodyguards. Are you up to the task? Yeah! Donald? You ever just walk around in your bathtub?
Yeah, all the time.
What should we bring along next time?
A bucket full of caterpillars!
Or something even worse? Who's that? Some old hag.
Silence. A witch?
Oh, that's such a cute little transition.
Perhaps you
they cower after the... Oh, that's so cute.
Come along, all of you. I'll show you the true meaning of mischief.
Ooh.
Ooh. Fuck him up!
Fuck him up. Maleficent is going to murder 3 children.
Hell
Christmas
yeah.
Town is this way. The doorway is
It's
in
not
the
her first
woods
time and it
just
won't be
past
her
the
last.
graveyard.
I don't know, she got murdered by a kid that one time, so, like, she better watch out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why she's got to be careful. That's why she's murdering them before they do shit.
Oh, how do I level up? So yeah, limit form. I want to see how to level it up. What do you get experience for? Each limit command finishing move, you get a point of experience. Okay.
Ooh.
So that's pretty easy to level up then.
Hell yeah.
I'm like falling asleep. This is not going to be a long Kingdom Hearts section. I'm just basically playing this to taper off the stream.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm fucking tired. Also, look at these cute little drill car guys.
God, they're so cute.
Yeah. This is the only Disney World Maleficent personally visits instead of just sending Peach. She really hates Christmas. That's cute.
She has an agenda. It's okay.
She has an agenda.
She's like, oh, it's joy and stuff. Bleh. Santa Claus might give some kids mirrors or something.
I thought this was a cock and balls.
It is.
It's cock and balls with a screaming head.
Yeah.
Screaming e-girls. Or streaming e-girls. Ah, fuck, I fucked up my own joke.
It's alright.
If I ever stream TF2 again, I'm gonna name it Streamin' E-Girls.
Hell yeah. Perfect.
AP fucking boosts! Yes!
AP.
Kingdom Hearts 2, yes!
Boost!
We have 110 fucking AP already.
It's cock and ball torture. That's the true meaning of Halloween.
Y'all ready for, Christmas time?
Yes, yes, yes,
yes, yes.
This is the only, like, Christmas shit I like.
Hell yeah.
Year after year, I wanted something new, and I found this. Beyond this door is a world filled with wonders, the likes of which you've never seen. At first, I couldn't believe my eyes. Everything was so fresh and
cute,
exciting.
he's so excited!
He's so excited!
Just open it.
Don't go head first, you idiot. Oh, that's so cute.
It's so cute. Oh, here we go, here we
Christmas
go, here we
battle
go, here we go, here we
therapy.
go. Y'all ready?
Yes, 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 yes. Oh! No! Oh my god!
They're so cute!
They're so cute! I love how he's still fucking God!
Yeah!
Holy shit! Oh, he's a snow.
Yeah! Goofy's a reindeer!
Oh god, this is too good.
Isn't it?
It's too good.
In his workshop.
Jesus Christ.
Shall we?
God, this is cute.
It's so fucking cute.
God, this is cute.
Yeah, also
He's still got the fucking striped socks.
Also, Sora's arms are fucking twigs in this skin.
Yeah, it's because he's. Have you seen fucking
I
Tim
mean,
Burton's
look
shit?
at-
Everyone's arms are twigs.
Look at his arms.
Have you seen fucking
His arms.
Corpse Bride? Have you seen Corpse Bride? Everyone's fucking twigs.
He's got little pointy elbows. Do you see
It's how Tim Burton be.
Do you see the pointy elbows?
It's horrible.
It's
But that's
so
how
good.
Tim Burton be.
Let's see. My sure.
Sophie, have you watched Corpse Bride?
No, I haven't.
We gotta go on a fucking like stop-go animation binge.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. A lot of the stuff isn't actually like Tim Burton stuff. It's done by this one other guy who like takes control of all the stop-go stuff. They just slap Tim Burton's name on it because it gets the money.
Fucking valid.
Yeah.
I want MP Rage and Fire. Oh, and you can get Draw too. Fuck yeah, Donald.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty. Let's fucking go into Christmas Town. He's fucking demanding, where's Santa? Where's
Wait,
Santa?
Where is he?
I want to know too.
I want to see him. That motherfucker.
That motherfucker. I'm probably just gonna call the stream after we finish this world.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
I love how they changed the like textures on the keyblades for this world. It's all dirtied up. It's so cute.
They just go so ham on this.
They do.
God, I love the little heartless where the heartless logo's the lock on the box.
Yeah,
Like,
also
that's
this is the limit
adorable.
form.
Ah.
I had to swap out of it, but...
Yeah, it's the guy who did Coraline. He does all of the stop-go things for Burton.
Fuck yeah.
Christmas is in big trouble.
Gorge, we can't let anything bad happen to Christmas.
God, this is cute.
It's so cute.
That's where Santa Claus lives.
I like how Sora's arms actually kind of look like felt.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
So cute.
And hey, this is where Sandy Claus lives.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all want to say hi to Sandy Claus?
Yes.
I don't know, do you really want to?
Nah.
Santa, Duke
Let's
doesn't
end
want to
the-
see you.
Let's end the
Santa,
stream here.
Duke's on the naughty list. Duke doesn't want to see you, Santa.
Oh. Okay.
Well, hello everyone. Did you come to see if you're on my nice list?
I don't like his fuckable lips.
Your name?
Sora, sir.
Hey, why did you say that?
Because those are blowjob lips.
Here you are?
They are.
Well, according to my list, Sora.
I mean, that's what happens when you get on the nice list sometimes.
You did not believe in Santa Claus. Oh, that is unfortunate.
Cute.
He's got such dead eyes.
He's so cute, though.
He
Am I on
is.
your list too, by any chance? It's me, Jack.
Jack Skellington?
You're a bitch.
You're a son of a
What
bitch.
sort of trouble did you bring this time?
This time.
It's a long story.
Go watch the movie.
So has he already fucking like taken over Christmas? Like the movie already happened?
I guess.
What?
I don't know.
Cause he's.
I never watched the movie, so I don't know how it would fit.
Shit, I don't know. Little elf guys, they're so cute.
Why do we have to hide?
Silence.
Silence.
This is a pleasant surprise. That fool Jack brought Sora and the others with him. Now we can deal with all of them at once.
What do you want us to do?
What do you want us to do?
Busted!
God, they're cute.
They are. They're adorable little bastards.
Oh my god.
Oh,
They are bastards, though.
Uh-huh. Wow.
it's Lock, Shock, and Barrel.
Not those three.
I assure you they're not with us.
Oh, they're not with us.
Whatever the case,
Oh,
they've
what
been
is all
quite
this?
naughty. Catch them and bring them back here. They're going to get a lecture.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Claus, I wanted to talk to you about Christmas first.
It'll have to wait. I need to see how things are progressing in my workshop.
You're kind of an asshole, Santa.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Jack. Let's catch those little pranksters.
Catch those little fucks.
Those
All right,
little
then.
bastards.
Cute.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Those footprints are almost completely faded. Yeah?
What? Sorry, you need glasses there, buddy?
Sorry, you good? Sora's probably never been to a doctor.
Oh my god, he's never been to a doctor. The
Steven
freaking
Universe should have
potions
focused on Steven Universe Future should have been about Sora. What were you saying?
They're just... Huh? Oh, the health potions might have freaking, like, healed your bones, but they might not have healed your eyes.
Oh my god, there's so many puzzle pieces here.
Yeah. Just kind of out in the open.
It's kind of like, we don't know where to put them here. Sora isn't vaccinated. That's dangerous. He's going to all these like worlds untouched by his people of his world for generations. He's probably bringing in so many like foreign diseases
Oh
and
my
receiving so
god.
many himself.
Sora's just a carrier.
He's just a carrier.
Can't believe it. It makes sense. He's a disciple of Mickey Mouse. Mouse be like rat, rat carry disease.
There we go.
There we go. Sora brings on the next, like, Black Plague. Between dimensions.
Oh my god.
I was so looking forward to destroying that ridiculous Christmas town. But now that Sora and those imbeciles are here, I think it's
She just straight up came here to destroy Christmas Town. That's her only deal.
Revenge before
Good for her.
after all.
Revenge before pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
The
Fucking words to
magnificent,
live by.
malevolent kind, of
Words to live
course.
by.
That sounds really bad.
Like Oogie's kind of bad.
And that's super duper bad.
Oogie Boogie. That bag of incensed incense.
Oogie Boogie. Seeing Maleficent go Oogie Boogie is really funny.
It's,
And where
it's
might I
good.
find him?
Yeah. They murked him.
Now I remember.
They moiked him.
More intriguing still. I believe I'll bring your master back for you.
Oh shit, okay.
Why?
Why not?
Because he's an imbecile, and last time they talked, he, like, totally disrespected her.
I don't know. She's just kind of here to fuck around, though.
Fair enough, yeah. Just, Maleficent is like, I think I will cause problems on purpose.
Pretty much.
Oh god, I just desecrated 2 graves.
Yeah, you know, it's fine. That's like some dude's home, but that's okay.
That was a sick dodge, by the way. I didn't point that out.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
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 Why they got pumpkins buried everywhere here?
Because there's a pumpkin patch.
I feel like a million bugs.
God, my chair's so uncomfortable.
I feel like a million bugs.
Oh, that's good.
Indeed you do, Oogie. Do you remember Sora, Donald, and Goofy?
Do I remember them? Ah, you're too much.
I love
I'll
you.
never forget what they did to me. What was it they did to me?
They killed you!
Squashed you like a bug.
That sounds bad.
And Jack helped.
Even worse.
That sounds bad.
That's right.
They cream pied ya!
That's one thing I won't be forgetting anytime soon. It's the last thing I remember. And it's the only thing I'll remember until I teach those clowns not to mess with Mr. Oogie Boogie.
Yes, that's right. That's the spirit. And
Maleficent literally did necromancy.
Plan already in mind.
Yeah.
That's a zombie right there.
Well, I mean, was he not a zombie before?
Whoa, Shockwave's donated $20 and said quietly whooshes some money to you. Thank you so much, you're so generous.
We want to see how bad you are.
Thank you.
Oogie fell asleep. He's literally like a rotting
Seems he
corpse right
needs
now.
more time to recover.
Yeah.
He's asleep and he's got no energy.
You three,
It's just
stay
a
here and
sad
keep
little
Sora and
bag of
others
bugs.
occupied. But do not fail.
She farted.
She really did.
Oh, boss fight!
Oh, yeah. Beat up those children. Beat up those children.
Hearing this fucking tune.
Oh, that's cute.
It's super cute. I love this guy's design.
Seriously. So nice. It's like a little, like, uh-oh.
Said his name like a fucking Pokemon.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta say your own name.
So that's something cool you can do is if you finish off your combo by transforming into another form, you can end it off and continue your combo. It's really cool.
Ooh, that's nice. Wait, can't you turn into like the Dark Sora though if you transform too many times?
Yeah, if you spam your drive forms, you can randomly get a chance to turn into anti-form.
Yeah.
It's fine. It happens.
All right.
Oh, I fucked up on it.
It's alright, you got this.
Come down here, please. I can't get up that high. Yeah, I can actually. No, I can't. Actually, I have an idea. Hey, come over here. Stink ass.
Stink ass.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's what we
Fuck
want
'em
to
up.
see. Fuck 'em up.
Fuck him up. He's eating another child.
Oh, I fucked up. I didn't finish off the ability. God damn it. I didn't do the big damager.
That's alright.
God, it's a really tight window. I've got like no limit time. I wonder if the limit gauge is like broken because of the 60 FPS.
Oh, for sure. I mean, like, you know, like if like the reactions and stuff get all messed up, then the limit's probably messed up too.
Yeah, but it's a timer, and like it's not like my MP is recharging twice as fast either.
Shit. That'd be cool if it was though.
I think it'd be broken.
Oh, very.
That was fun.
Let's go see if Mr. Oogie's ready.
Oogie? Isn't he the one who tried to take over Halloween Town before? That's him. Fellows, I hope you're ready for trouble. Don't we have enough trouble already? Goofy says, I just want a fucking break.
Just want to fuck away
I
again.
lost my way.
I want to see my son again. Wait, why is Santa in the middle of the woods?
He just said like, oh, it seems I've lost my way. Fucking Santa's senile canon.
Mr. Santa Claus?
I mean, yeah.
Yes, but please call me Santa Claus.
Oh, it's the only smart person.
Mr. Santa Claus, I was hoping I'd find you here. You see,
It's because she's got a brain. Even though it's a little rotted, it's pretty good. Skeletons don't got brains.
something terrible is going to happen.
It's true.
And the other guy's head is like half open. His brain probably ain't connected properly.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, lovely people of the chat. Real question. Is Jack a himbo?
No, not beefy.
Please, go home and
Right, he's nothing but bones.
He's nothing but bones, but
Sorry, you can probably hear people.
That's okay.
The large one in red.
All I gotta do is kidnap him?
That's right. Lock him up at once. Then begin destroying Christmas Town.
That's fucked up.
That's sure to make Sora and the other
He's a little
fools
fucked
come
up.
running.
He's a little fucked up.
And then they're all mine.
Yeah.
I don't know why Maleficent thinks this is gonna work. Like, I already killed him once when we were weaker.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Oh, I guess she just wants to turn Santa into a Heartless, so maybe that's... She's just sacrificing Oogie's rotting corpse for her plan.
I mean... Yeah. Oh god.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong, Sally? Jack, Oogie's kidnapped Santa Claus. Oh no! And he's headed for Christmas Town. Come on, Jack, let's hurry. Let's freaking hurry.
Let's freaking hurry.
That's not right. Where you go?
Hurry in another direction.
Hurry in another direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 God, we're fucking strong. We're just clearing these dudes out.
Fuck yeah.
I've done a little redecorating.
He fucking got spray paint. He paneled over everything.
Wait.
Good for him.
Good for him. He's artistic.
I know
Yeah.
what it is.
Sometimes you just gotta redecorate to feel less dead inside.
Yeah.
I do hope our jolly old friend is looking forward to becoming a Heartless.
Oh god, he looks genuinely terrified. His eyes.
Yeah.
He looks like he's fucking terrified. He looks scared.
Clumsy oaf.
Yeah.
Are you still
Neighbors
here?
be like.
Why don't you oogie on back where you came from? You're crabbing my style.
Jeez, Oogie, you're gonna get
You've
toasted.
already forgotten who brought you back, you insolent bag of bugs.
Sorry, can't remember a thing.
What an asshole.
Very well, you
Yeah, I mean, he's a bad guy.
Move the day you spurned my help.
Wait, did she take Santa or not?
I think she just ditched. He farted.
What the fuck?
He farted.
What the fuck?
It's just like open mouthed.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
He's like drooling a little bit. Oh, the music here is so cute.
I bet Sora would eat the snow.
Oh god, yeah.
It's Santa. They put farts in him.
Let me take a look at limit form here. I want to see what all the abilities are. Oh, we got. Oh yeah, this is super cute.
Oh,
okay,
shit,
so we've got Sonic Rave. Remember that? Ars Arcanum, Strike Raid, Ragnarok, Zantetsuken, Ripple Drive. I don't know what this one is. Hurricane Period, Zantetsu Counter. Wait, what? Oh my god, you can fucking Zantetsuken on command if you got. That's so cool.
Ooh.
So we got Slapshot, Classic. Can I take that off now? That's so cute. Super cute.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to activate the limit form special finishers though. Oh, there it is. It's in the magic menu. Interesting.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Also, it's kind of hard to tell in this world, but he gets like a outfit reminiscent of his Kingdom Hearts 1 look. Oh my god! Fucking hip checked her.
Oogie!
Oh, it sounded like he forgot his line.
You and I have a
who are you again?
Same goes for your little sidekicks.
We fucking killed you once, we'll do it again. Oh god, her leg got ripped off.
He literally hip checked her.
Literally hip checked her.
Checked her hip off.
I know what you're talking about. And why is this roly-poly red guy here? Time to go, Grandpa!
Sorry about all the jingle, hang on. What?
Mr. Santa Claus!
Why did that work?
You like leggy.
Damn, same.
Why, you...
I love his waddle.
It's so good.
Hell yeah. I love that there's no music, so you just like he's quietly. Oh fuck.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love how they introduced the mechanic to you. That's super cute. Cute.
That is cute.
Nice view from up here.
Oh, boogie. Oh, the ability's called Fort. That's so cute. See, you just throw gifts up there.
He can punch.
This fight's super cute.
Oh, that's adorable. I wish you could see it hitting him though. Nice.
Yeah, he just beat the fucking shit out of him.
Hell
I literally do so
yeah.
much damage that I barely even get to attack him because he. What? Ow. That's right, away you go.
Hope you like the boogie gift I picked out for you.
So you just stick in the middle one.
And he does move, eventually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It basically, for the first phase, he doesn't move, just so it can introduce the fight to you. He'll move.
Oh, okay. That's sweet.
Yeah. Although he's... There we go.
There we go.
Come on now. Barely dodged that fist. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was close. This is really sweet.
It is sweet. Yeah, it's a cute little fight. Oh, got his fist!
Oh, look at little injured Sora in the corner. Oh, he was so cute.
He was so sad. He was so youched.
He's so youched.
Oh yeah, he says that now.
What did he say?
Come on, baby.
Oh no, that's not good. Oh god, he's got a fucking laser.
Frickin' laser beams.
Frickin' laser beams. Oh, he jumped you.
He did.
Oh, nice dodge.
Nice. I really do like this fight. This is a cute little fight. I like the gimmicky fights here. Like, the gimmicky fights are pretty good. Also, hi, Rain Wanderer. I am doing good. Yeah, we just finished the big old AMA pretty recently here, and I'm just cooling off with some Kingdom Hearts. Okay.
Yay.
Yeah, it's a cute little gimmick fight. I mean, obviously I prefer, like, the straight-up just you fight a dude and you have to be smart about their movesets, but we'll get plenty of those. This game has no shortage of those fights, and the gimmick fights are pretty cute. Like, late game, it just strings so many of those incredible fights together. It's great.
Oh, the thing abandoned him.
And he's dead.
And he's dead. Nice job.
Thanks. Oh, Pixie, have you missed any worlds? You missed me finishing off Twilight Town. You missed a little bit of some Cypher stuff, but not much. Kairi got kidnapped again, and now we're just on this world. You missed the first trip for here, but that's okay. Like part of the first trip, but that's okay. Oh shit, the category! I forgot to change it.
Oh, whoops. Donald just murdered a bug.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe it.
What about it?
Right,
Who's the real
Christmas is
Heartless
safe again.
here?
Boom, updated.
Perfect. I'd better get down to business.
Yup, you ought to stick to Halloween and spooky stuff.
Jack.
You're gonna say the fuck word? No, Alexa, don't do it!
Wonderful. Why,
So
I love it. Thank you, Sally.
You haven't even seen it. It's still
Jack,
folded up, bud.
Do you really have to do this?
But I make a splendid Santa
He's
Claus.
enthusiastic.
Listen here, Jack Skellington. You saved me in Christmas as well, and for that I'm very grateful. But please promise you won't cause any more trouble. And about that suit.
Cute.
Don't even think about taking over for me again.
Okay, yeah, so this is
I
after the
just
movie.
thought you could use a little help this year, Mr. Claus. You must be exhausted from all the preparations. And I wouldn't mind a second chance to get this Christmas thing right.
Santa Claus is so ugly, it's disgusting, I hate it.
Santa Claus can be tiring.
You were just calling him
Let me
cute,
tell
you
you something.
dinkus.
Okay, he's cute as like an old man, but his scary looking.
He's horrifying. His eyes are bugging out.
You can be both.
Worthwhile, year after year after year. And you, Jack,
There's an Xbox
you
Nightmare
love to
Before
make them
Christmas game?
gasp and see them
Fuck
shiver
yeah.
with
What the
fright.
fuck?
What if someone tried to take all of that away from you?
Yeah, he has hot dog lips.
Mm-hmm. Little sausages.
Have
Little
very
blowjob
important
lips.
jobs to do, Jack.
Stop it.
Mine is to take care of Christmas, and yours is to take care of Halloween.
I already know the lesson. It's whatever.
each
Can I go
do
find
the
Heartless,
very best
please?
we can.
Please.
Please, can I go find some
After all, You're the
Heartless?
face of Halloween, Mr. Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King, the Knight of Nightmares.
Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of to close out the stream here before we finish up. I'm gonna go to Olympus Coliseum and do a little bit of the Underworld games. The games! After that, I'm gonna end the stream because there's a super fun event in Hollow Bastion, and I want to be full energy to do that. Because, like, the middle, like, part of the game, the, like, big thing happens pretty soon.
Ooh.
Jack! Oh, Jack!
Oh, we can also do the Pride Lands.
I've been looking for you everywhere.
I could do the Pride Lands.
Probably not today.
But also, yeah, you're getting sleepy.
I'm so sleepy.
So true.
Good luck, Jack Skellington.
Kyrie went through a portal to Twilight Town. What happened next? So, she went into Twilight Town, and then she hung out with Hayner, Pence, and Olette for a bit, and then Axel came and kidnapped her.
Names to check and preparations to finish.
Oh.
Jack, this is no time for joking.
What's this? Perhaps a bit too festive for our Halloween needs.
I'm gonna fucking laser you, Jack. I'm gonna blast you.
Gonna blast.
I'm gonna fucking kill you, Jack.
Is this the first, like, I don't know, sentient thing that you use to, like, channel
I think it's supposed to be the
lock?
outfit, not actually Jack.
Oh.
Yeah. There's definitely been some weird ones, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's, like, the compass and shit.
There's been a few that I'm like,
didn't
that's really what they went with.
Yeah.
We better get going.
Before you do, Sora, I believe there's a friend of yours who, if I recall correctly, was the one who told you there's no such thing as Santa Claus.
Oh yeah. He did say that.
Riku canonically did not believe. That is such a Riku thing to do.
Wishes.
Yeah,
I will, but
it is.
do you know where I can find Riku?
No, but don't give up. Remember, if you believe in Riku, you will find him, just as you found me.
Right.
I can just imagine Riku at like 10 years old being like, Sora, Santa Claus isn't real. Dipshit. Ooh, we got Magnet! Holy shit. Magnet is so good. Magnet is like one of the best abilities in the whole game.
Nice.
Yeah, we got Pride Lands unlocked. Like I said, we'll do that later. I'm gonna go do... Oh shit, we can do the new Atlantica thing too. I'm not gonna do that right now.
Oh, flashing lights.
Yeah, there's so many I'm staying away from them, don't worry. We're going to Olympus. Let's pop in.
No more flashing lights.
No more flashing lights. What's Kyrie's take on Santa? Kyrie grew up in Hollow Bastion, although she didn't remember it. And Hollow Bastion has Final Fantasy characters, so I would say that she's probably seen enough crazy shit. She probably believes in Santa.
Yeah. Can I just say that I love stories where they're like, oh, this is like some cool magic place, but I don't believe in Santa. Like,
yeah, right?
Fine. Fine.
Oh, I forgot to equip Magnet on my customized menu. Darn. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. I still forgive you.
Just forgive yourself.
A little bit maybe overkill, but that's okay.
It's fine.
He's alive! It wasn't overkill! Son of a bitch.
It wasn't overkill, what the fuck? These dudes are so powerful.
That was an easy round. Remember when we did this last time and it was just super hard?
Yes. Kinda stunk. But now here we are.
I know. Oh. I fucking hate those cars.
Yeah, they suck. I think it was the worst with the one, like, place on fire.
Oh god, yeah, no, it was so bad there. We were a little, like, just slightly underleveled for it too. It was bad.
Oh no. Those cars are ass.
Those cars are fucking ass. I hate them.
It's true.
Oh, let's make an enemy that has like 60,000 invincibility frames. Fuck it. You know, it's fun. Also, how
Okay.
it's been a long time.
Hey.
Yeah, like, you had to defend the fucking house from the flames while fighting the shitty cars. It sucked.
Yeah. Yes. Sucks with you. My knee is wiggling like a loose tooth.
Don't lose your kneecaps, darling.
No, it's not my kneecap that is the problem. It is just the two knees. Just, you know?
Love you.
I love you. Don't forget the tracking on their ram attacks. Yeah.
Yeah, those cars are just garbage.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, a single dog. Why would they do that? Why would they do that?
Cruelty.
I just had to witness a single dog die by my hand.
Mm-hmm. Sophie, killer of dogs. Renowned killer of dogs.
I don't want that to be my brand.
It is your brand. It's been your brand since
be.
Spelunky. Since Spelunky.
I don't want it to be my brand. Reflect is so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
See me just do half of his health just by blocking it.
Yeah, that's kind of sick. Oh god. The bees!
The bees! This is actually easy because all I have to do is survive. I don't even have to kill them all. If I had Magnet... Oh. That's Magnet.
Ooh, fun.
Basically, the way Magnet works is anytime an enemy enters the Magnet, it'll deal damage to them, and it kind of does a little damage over time. But Magnet is a little bit broken because if you have an ability which will push them in and out of it really rapidly, like certain limit attacks, you can just basically fuck them up in the gravity well and do like infinite damage.
Fun.
Yeah, it is nuts. It's super overpowered. It also happens to be extremely fucking fun.
Yes. Perfect.
Oh, I took 1 damage at the end.
Hmm.
Semi-final match. This is fun. I just like hitting Heartless. Combat in this game is so good.
Just get to slap
Oh shit,
that
Leon and
attacker.
Yuffie!
Oh shit, here we go again.
Oh no, don't even worry about it. Check this shit out.
Oh, you got him cornered. Oh no. I remember Sophie Spelunky, that was so long ago. I know! When I was making her sprite, was when I had like a really big crush. I was like, I am just gonna do this for you. Like, I remember like, oh yeah, I don't have a crush on her, but I'm gonna like wake up at like 5 a.m. to finish a sprite
God,
sheet for
yeah.
her stream. Like, sure. Good times.
Good times.
Good times.
Stop hitting. I can't finish her off. She's got no health. I literally can't get the finishing hit. Stop, Yuffie!
Stop teleporting!
Oh my god!
He's like the gravity
There we
thing
go.
on her.
No! I fucking messed it up. I don't have any magic.
Fuck.
There we go.
Wasted it on all the little guys.
Oh my god. Wasn't there a mechanic that if you killed Yuffie before Leon, he became superpowered? Probably.
Wahoo!
I wonder if her teleporting was like broken because of the 60 FPS or something, because that was
Could be.
stupid.
That's a lot.
I thought it was funny though, it was good. So we're gonna go ahead and slap... Thunder's pretty good, but I think we're gonna replace it with Magnet. Alright, do you have any more tournaments? Nope. Alrighty. Pretty much did everything. We could go to Atlantica, but I think I'm gonna pass on that. I think we'll call it here. Tomorrow we'll be back, and it'll be a great fucking time.
It will be. Trans rights.
Trans rights. Trans rights.
Trans rights.
Alright, everybody, have a good day. We're gonna do a raid. Raid phrase is gonna be take the plunge. Boom. Let's, who are we gonna raid? Who's streaming right now? I think Penny was streaming. Who else is going?
Streaming right now.
Oh, what'd you say?
I feel
Sorry,
like a
Darla?
lot of
Cut out.
Streaming right now.
Sorry, you're cutting out real bad for me, darling.
Uh-oh. Never mind then.
Okay. Let's go raid Carbuncle, Ileana. They're streaming. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Boom. Take the plunge.
Take the plunge.
Take the plunge. Bye, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye-bye.